And we're live, probably, I guess.
We're live!
Hello, and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We're getting ready to jump back into Deadlands after a short break. But before we do that, we've got t-shirts for sale. We don't normally do commercials. I didn't put mine on today, but Jesse came up with an awesome design. We have t-shirts on our TeePublic site. There is a link in the show notes. They are the sword from the logo, but like fashioned into a guillotine, coming into a die, and it's I resist and we resist. It's there's like trans flag, progress pride flag, rainbow flag. Here I'm gonna screen share because this is what we did the other day too, and I am not prepared, but I'm doing it now. So I don't know, whatever fuck you guys are watching it. What do you want from me? Why does it not come up? There it is. All right, so there's the website there. You can check that out. These are the designs. Jesse did an awesome job with it. And you can get them. We're donating all of any proceeds from anything on the store, the core stuff too, whatever, to LGBTQ TIA causes. There's a local... a trans kids shelter here, I think I donated money to before. So all the money's being donated, Trevor Project, whatever. Apparently they're on sale right now, which I guess is fine. You can get them for $16. Yeah. So if you're into that, check it out. There's here. Well, you know what? I can copy this and share it in the friggin', hold on. Here we go. How about this? I'm going to fucking throw it right on the banner. How about that? There we go. Bam! So there's the link. So if you want to check that out, yeah, that's cool. If not, I don't know why you're watching this show. I guess if you're a Nazi, fuck you. Turn it off and don't come back. I don't know. Yeah. So thanks for looking at. Thanks for potentially purchasing shirts. And yeah, well, I'm going to kick it over old timey narrator. We'll just jump into it.
I think we have audio problems, do we not?
I hear a hiss on your part.
Yeah. You went real hot before I actually tested this mic, and no one gave me a confirmation. Settle down, bro. You got to settle down. Like, don't jump the gun just because the world's ending. We're all right, man. We'll figure it out. All right. I'm just like, it's not doing what I have several audio settings that need changed. Okay. You're going to edit all
this out, but do I change the rules now?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go. I was just making sure because I was like, yeah, man, we did like, you kind of need to give me an audio check. I need to give you a thumbs up on audio check, I think, with voice before we go live. Anyway,
I asked if we were ready. Nobody said anything.
I was not clear enough in my intention. Then I apologize, but I meant for you to not hit record, go live. Anyway, sorry, folks. We're ready. Do we need a recap? I thought we were going to do a recap, but.
Yeah, recap. Old timey narrator recap.
Oh no, I need a recap because apparently I forgot someone ate someone. So I was having you guys were gonna. I needed you guys to actually give me the recap. You offered and then didn't.
Ah, Christ! I asked you if you knew what happened last time.
Oh, I was fucking around when I said yeah, but I didn't need to know. Yeah, man, you weren't listening. I did also say like, no, I'd like give me a recap, but like, because I said my notes were not great. Anyway, my notes were not great for that session, and I agree. I have ways of generating a summary now that would work, but I didn't ahead of time. Did a lot of other planning, guys. I'm sorry.
Put my efforts in the wrong planning place. Ahead of time.
So we picked up. We picked up the next morning at the location. fuck. Hold on. Let me remove this. Johnathan and Lester stayed there and loaded the train while Jacob and Cyrus headed off to the farmstead to see if there was anything that still needed to be done. They checked it out. There was melted monster bodies in the barn. They found Cyrus found a like foot trail out into a field where there were also bodies that were wrong and I think rapidly decomposed or were decomposing.
Sure. Yeah.
Which they didn't set fire to ultimately, although it was discussed at some later point. There was nothing else going on at the farm, so they came back. We jumped on the train, headed back to Denver. We had our follow-up with our contact, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Yes. I actually probably need those notes up, huh?
Okay, it doesn't matter. So we had our follow-up, and we took about a month off to get a little bit of R&R, did a little bit of training. Johnathan and Lester were doing a little bit of monster fighting and training kind of on the side. Cyrus and Jacob essentially were getting drunk gambling, and Jacob wound up eating a dude. So that's cool, I guess. Lester found out a little bit in the archives.
Either.
Lester found out in the archives. He was inquiring about anything related to his wife's murder, and there were some similar things that were happening in Dodge City. So we are on our way to Dodge City. I think it's pretty much where we left off.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I officially sent. I guess Barrett didn't officially send you off. You don't have any resources or anything, so I guess you'll have a briefing check before, just so you guys know what we're planning, right? Or did you already head out?
We did. So they said we could have any sort of stuff that we wanted. So I think we picked up some manacles. We have horses. We've got rations. Yeah, sure. We've got we geared up to go. I think we got $45. I have a note on the side of the paper that says $45. So I think maybe that was our pay, perhaps.
I think that was pay. But then I think I'm going to send you with, okay. I think I'm going to retcon it also to just be a certain amount of money and you're on your own. Okay. But if you want, let's do a Barrett sends you off before you get to Dodge City, if you don't mind. That way he can explain it to you and you'll have a better. I also sorry, I didn't know you were going to jump this quickly into it. I also want to be we're kind of changing the way we're playing the game.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So
what are you, Jesse? Now
Patreon stuff, but no, we actually are going to do the fear level stuff.
Is there a rewrite
you are
supposed to read? Oh, we're going to play the actual game.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to play the actual game now. So we just had fun, Monster of the Week, and now we're doing you are a posse set to go to Dodge City. That's a fear level of 4. That's not good. Right? 6 means you're Deadlands. That means you're literal hell on earth. So 4 is pretty scary. It's pretty bad there. So you're getting dispatched there as an independent, essentially operating posse. To then your job is now Great Plains region. Fucking get the fear level down. Fight the monsters, beat the bad guys, tell everyone your tales. Shit's looking bad. We gotta bolster some people's spirits and also kill monsters. So that's sort of the structure moving forward. So it's not as I'm not planning on having it be quite as individual episodes of you're okay, how do you make Dodge City safer? If you're going to Dodge City right now as characters and players, just where would you go to what's going on here? You're now not even Mulder and you're just I don't know. is there a comparator to this? Who has a posse that just roams around doing good? I don't know, Jedi. Well, you're like your own Jedi troop. Go, I don't know.
Well, so are we like Delta Green, where like we're deniable assets, or do we have like bad?
No, yeah, you're denied. You could. Okay, at this point, I would say, I still think you would have that if you really needed it, but only certain people would likely recognize what it is or believe it. So, like, you don't necessarily know that. So the idea is like it means nothing to anyone not in the know, right? That's basically like you're just a crazy person otherwise.
Yeah, if we kill a bunch of people, we're on the hook for it. I think we had this conversation with him once before.
Yes. You're a deniable asset, but like they're willing to help. They're not just like good luck, but like now you're sort of like, you guys cut the muster and then like go fucking do some good, man. We're losing out here. Like that's kind of the goal, right? Like you're now in the Western where you're deciding where to go town to town and do some good and stuff like that. So I think that's where I just wanted to position like a little bit different mentality from the previous, where now it's more about like, let's like jointly explore Dodge City. What's there, who's there, what's interesting, where do we go, what do you want to investigate, if that's cool.
That's fine.
Okay. So you'll get like, I'm gonna say you're gonna get $500 from Barrett.
Damn. All right.
But that's it. Literally, if you lose all that or get robbed, they're like, that's what we got. Like, you can gamble it and make money. You can rob a fucking bank.
Cyrus, let's go gambling.
Like you could rob a bank, just don't get caught. It's kind of like you're operating outside the like, just get it done. But here's enough to like, but save it. Like this is forever, right? Yeah. Until you absolutely need. It's like basically good luck. Don't squander it. Don't spend it all in one place. Literally.
I mean, we could walk away from this shit right now. I heard there was this new like up and coming company like called Apple or something. We could just like invest in it.
Okay. Is that good then? Do we want to roll from there?
Yeah. You want to do the meeting then?
Do you want to do the meeting, or do we need it? I don't know. I just think for continuity wise, do we need it? I don't know.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter if we wind up.
I explained it all to you guys. I just wanted to make sure you guys know what the goal is now.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Good to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So no meeting or have a meeting.
I guess no meeting unless you want to have the meeting. We can have the meeting.
I don't need it. No.
Okay.
I think we're good.
All right, we'll skip it then.
Okay.
You seem non-committal. We'll just skip it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, hey, in media res.
But this meeting could have been an email, all right?
Exactly. Dude. Can I just, I got to tell you guys a story later. Remind me about my coworker and literally saying that. And I was like, oh no. Like, it got very aggressive to a higher up. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. Anyway. You asked me about that in the after show, guys. I have a great fucking story that literally my jaw dropped. So I'm like, what's happening? Anyway, let's get this game rocking. Let's do this. All right.
Train noises.
I thought you stopped doing Foley, John.
Well, I mean, now that you're doing it again, you might as well just keep doing it.
Right? Yeah. No, seriously, more train noise now. Yeah.
We find ourselves joining our newly seasoned adventurers, set up as a newfound posse headed to Dodge City, one of the most dangerous cities in the West. They need to find out what's up, who is doing dirty deeds, and how to make the people feel a little more safe around the streets of this happening town. 2 railroads join right there, and there's enough Union and Confederates to fill the music hall full twice over. So everyone's looking for a scrap. Let's see how it fares the train pulls into the station.
Okay, you show up in Dodge City, 11 a.m., bustling as fudge. Just, it is the biggest, it's a big city, people everywhere, fucking horse and carriages. You notice as you came in on the train, just hundreds of steers getting cattle driven south from the south, from Texas. This is like as big as it, like, this is the big city in the West.
Okay. Do we?
It's
what do we know?
People are rushing around. Sure, go ahead.
What do we know about Dodge City before coming in?
Great question. Has anyone ever been to Dodge City before as a character?
No, probably
The
not. I
saying
don't think
is,
so.
let's get out of Dodge. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a reason its fear level is high.
I was going to say that in character too, and now I'm not gonna.
It's scary. It's not a nice town. I would say, again, it is basically the sort of linchpin between the East and the West. So basically, like, it's the middle point of the country where essentially, like, cattle come up from Texas, and then like Eastern mining and coal and stuff will obviously come through and go through to the West, and then stuff from the West and Ghost Rock is coming. So like the East and West railroads also sort of all meet there. It's sort of like the hub in the center. And then the Native American territory is to the north, and it's the only place that buffalo still live. So there are buffalo poachers that also cause problems. And they sort of oddly have a weird mix of literally ex-Union and Confederate folks, or currently, because they kind of put it as like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, like, we can all get along because there's opportunity. But,
in our
big for a town in the fucking middle of nowhere. You don't
in our version of the game, is the Civil War over? I don't remember how we started.
Yeah.
No, it's still going.
It's
No,
still
we're
going.
early. We're actually early before the full reckoning. Actually, so yes, Dodge City's fear level would be like a 3 to start. I don't think it's not currently at, like, I don't know, it's either 1880 or 1878 is when technical Deadlands starts. And I think the Civil War doesn't stop until like 76 or something. So 74. I don't know. It's still going on. But sort of, I guess we'll just say, yeah, people are sort of former soldiers, but there's a mix. Everyone's out there to get their fortune.
Safe
Got
to
it.
say it stinks of Ghost Rock.
Probably not really.
There's a lot of that going on.
Directly. I mean, there are, I would say. Like, I would say there's Ghost Rock getting, like, whatever, like, transported, but I don't think it's not getting, like, worked.
Okay, so there's no like
In
Ghost
Dodge
Rock
City.
powered carriages.
Oh, sure, there
Rock
would be some of those, I would say.
powered
And,
people.
like, yeah, I would say there's some Ghost Rock. It does look somewhat more modern than it would historically, yes. Like, because of, like, technology, because the railroads drove the technology originally, so the railroads were driving Ghost Rock technology, and so they're both the Union and Confederate railroads meet here as well. So it's like basically like,
Ugh.
It's a big melting pot of craziness.
Well, I see the problem already. It's too many people.
I don't know. It's kind of a nice change of pace. we're used to being in a lot of small towns, and it seems like a lot of bad things happen there. How much worse can it be?
Jacob has like
exponentially.
Jacob has like a bandana around his neck, and he like kind of like pulls it up like over his face a little bit to try to hide himself a little bit now.
That's a good call.
I think that kind of makes it look a little bit like a gangster or a rough rider.
Or a bandit?
Certainly not a high load, though. Certainly not a high load.
And so he'll pull it down and say, well, do you think with a lot of people like this, I could at least blend in a little bit then?
I don't think anybody will notice. I mean,
Yeah.
who's going to take that closer look?
Yeah. How's the crowd? Are we talking like, is it everybody just, they got their head down and trying to like do their own thing? Like when when you're from a small town.
Yeah, it's enough
like
bustle. Yeah, it's not like people aren't like loitering around. It's like, yeah, people generally know what they're doing. It's sort of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll pat Jacob on the back and be like, yeah, this is a lot closer to where I'm from. Nobody's going to notice. As long as we don't draw real attention.
I'll take your lead then.
Have you do you drink constantly now enough to stay pickled or not?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm.
Oh, then yeah, they would just
probably
think you're
look
drunk.
like I look like a drunk.
Yeah,
Like,
they just literally think you're a drunk. Like that's all they would think there for sure. Like absolutely, definitely in Dodge, they wouldn't think twice. They're like this. Like people are just drunk all day. So there's a gamblers. There's people just living there with their fortunes there. So some of them
probably got you like a bandolier of flasks.
Little airplane bottles, the little ones. So you're just like, quick, I need a shot.
Well, what do you boys think? Maybe.
Yeah. So what do you do? Like the train stops, you take whatever luggage and supply. Like I guess, yeah,
we had horses.
You have horses and stuff. So I assume if you want to hand wave all of that, you hand wave going to get like them unloaded and taken to a stable or whatever. So I was thinking of jumping to just like, all right, well, Dodge City's here. Where do you want to go? What are you doing?
Well, you think you want to go to the tavern? Probably be the place, right? I mean, catch a scuttlebutt or try to overhear some conversation. I mean, anything weird going on, you think somebody'd be talking about it in there, right?
Refresh my memory. Did we have like a contact or something we were coming, or we were just coming in and just kind of feeling it out?
Well, I had found out some stuff talking with one of the researchers about some murders that had happened. People left signs. It was similar to something I experienced before, so I had a certain personal interest in the matter. But Barrett indicated that the fear level was kind of high. So I mean, we could just sit outside tonight and wait for a monster to show up, or we could, kind of take the lay of the land.
Yeah, I feel like we're working pretty independently here, and it may be a good idea to be proactive.
So he's just dangling us out. He's dangling us out in Dodge City.
Well, right. I'll tell you what. Why don't if you have a certain situation in mind there, Lester? Why don't some of us head out to the bar? We'll kind of get a feel from the town, see what's going on, see if maybe there's any rumors or scuttlebutt going on about some stuff. Meanwhile, the other half can head over maybe to the sheriff's office, talk to him there. Just make some inquiries that you're looking for some information about some maybe possible connections to some murders that you know about up north.
All right, I think we can do that. Johnathan, you still have that badge?
Oh yeah, he's got it on the inside of his coat.
Do you want to come with me? Do we trust the other two to go over and get all lit on their own?
Well, if we were concerned with people blending, I think you two would do the best in that environment.
I promise I won't spend all our money.
Who has
You hold it
by the
up and
way?
I grab it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then
You
I
want
give it to
an allowance?
Jonathan.
Yes,
I was going to say, Jonathan probably has it.
The safest. Most reliable.
I think yes. All right. So meet back to wherever our stuff. I'm assuming we found rooms and a place to work from. we hand wave that?
Technically, no.
Okay.
Technically, no, because now we're actually getting to the part where I'm gonna use like those real rules and stuff, like
Silly rules.
where are you
Well-
staying? How much are you spending? Like,
Yeah.
All
how
right,
are
Cyrus,
you? How
why
are
don't me
you?
and you find a little place to hunker down for the group of us,
Right.
while the two men do some actual work over there.
Hey, look at that! The Scuttlebutt Tavern right here. It's got a stable. Okay, I could put Greta in there, no problem.
Mhm. Yep.
It's like the sign is just one person whispering into the ear of another person.
Now, if that ain't a sign, right?
I think it is a sign. That's how to advertise, Cyrus.
That's what it is.
It's a perfect sign.
All right. So, do you have is the Scuttlebutt a boarding house with meals, a low class hotel, or a high class hotel?
Yes,
Definitely not high class.
Probably
Definitely
all
not
of the
high
above.
class.
It has the different sections for each one. So like you can,
Right.
like you can go upstairs. That's the real, like the penthouses or like the middle.
Sure.
I don't know how these things work, but yeah, or you can go in the basement.
All right. What year is it? What do you say? 18? What are we? 1860s?
1872.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's $1 a night for a boarding house with meals. A low class hotel is $2, and a high class hotel is $10.
What
A
does
boarding house is
$500?
it's probably just a bunch of people like sleeping on the floor and.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like a bunk house, right? It's like a bunch of
Yeah,
bunk
right.
beds, open style, and then you get like a really, really normal, just like a standard meal, like nothing fancy, just common grub of whatever,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
the cheap
So I think-
meal.
Yeah. I think the low class hotel is what we'd be looking for. It'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So, and in my head, the sign, it's a big barrel light, like
Mhm.
on its side, because
Nice.
scuttlebutt's a Navy term.
Yeah.
Or it's a water
Yeah.
barrel that you would go to. That's where it all started. So you would
Oh.
talk shit there.
Nice.
Really, there we
The
go.
like the water cooler.
Kind of exactly.
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
the same thing.
It all,
Probably
it's
more
like a
rum in this
tree.
one.
It's a
Yeah.
tree of influence. Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, so that's $2 a night per person. So
Does
someone
that mean
is
that the
gonna have to-
guy running the tavern is an old sailor?
He's
it.
angry. The dude was shanghaied. He's not happy. He got back. He's like, I'm nowhere near an ocean ever again.
That's right. That's right.
He won this place in like a poker game or something.
There you go, kids.
I don't know if you want that character, but I'm definitely doing that. I'm doing
no,
the
we-
character.
we want this
If you
character
guys
exists.
talk to
We
him,
definitely
I
want
have
that
a whole
character.
guy in mind already.
Oh yeah,
Don't
no, he
worry
exists.
about him.
He's behind the bar right now. Like, what the?
His name's Roy.
it's got to be Roy.
Let's see. Oh, do I have? I do have actually.
Roy
Oh,
Buttlescut.
I do.
Last
I mean,
name in
Roy
the
could be
car,
fun.
complete coincidence.
Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna make a note so I don't lose this later. We're gonna do Roy Snyder. Ooh. You'll get it in a second.
Giving me too much credit.
Okay. Probably. I mean, he actually doesn't have this. It's a terrible reference because Roy Scheider from Jaws. Roy Schneider.
Oh, I did get it then.
But he doesn't
That's where
actually
my mind
have
went.
that. It doesn't actually have the accent I'm going to do for this guy, but that's okay. Anyway,
That's
you
fine.
get
Just
it.
give
It's
him a
like
Queen's
family.
accent. You get
It's a New Englandy thing, so that's what we'll go for him. But anyway, yeah. So the Hotel Scuttlebutt is a low class hotel, right in the middle of town. It looks very like it has a very popular saloon next to it. People are just, in and out. There's horses and carriages everywhere, right? Steam powered carriages with just goods and stuff. There's shops all along. And obviously, like, there's a city hall building or like a town hall building, a sheriff's office, that sort of stuff. You walk into the hotel.
Oh,
Sure. There's a guy. I'd say there's a guy. It's pretty. Would he be actually? He might be. Yeah, there's a guy sitting behind the desk, smoking a pipe, and he's wearing just rancher clothes with a fisherman's cap.
Nice. All right.
And he's like, "Oh, what brought you in here?"
Well, hey, hello. We're actually looking for a place to stay for a little while. Would you be able to provide 4 rooms for us?
Oh, you're in luck. I got plenty of rooms for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. Is it busy in here, or?
It's. I would say there's not like a bunch of. It's like this is like an area where it literally does file into stuff. So it's like its own little lobby. But there's not like people hanging around very much. But the saloon's pretty happening for a morning. It's like 11 or 12 more. It's probably like noon by now. But I'd say it's pretty busy now. Yeah, but the hotel itself is not super bad.
Excuse me, Jonathan. Do we want to do 2 rooms and double up if we're going to be a little while?
I'm assuming that if we get 2 rooms, we'll have 2 beds in each room.
Yeah, $4 a night.
Easy enough. Good idea. I'm pay...
for all of you.
What? Say that.
$4 per room per night. $2 per night. $2 per person per night. $8 total per night for the 2 rooms.
Guys, this price keep going up as he keeps talking.
Right. Like, doing the math here. Like, it's the exact same price that it would be if we had 4 rooms.
Yeah, I forgot. It's 4. It's 4.
All right. Get ready.
You seem a little confused, old man. Is everything okay?
It's not. It's been a long day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway, it's $4 per night. It's $2 per room per night. It doesn't matter how many of you are in there.
Good to know. Good to know. I'll give him a 20. So I'm gonna prepay like what? 5 nights.
5 nights. Yep.
Okay.
He's like, enjoy your stay. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Hands you 2 room keys. They have numbers on them.
How long have you owned this place?
Oh, couple of years now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming you've seen Denver grow a bit.
Oh, we're in Dodge City.
City. Yep.
I mean, I heard it's growing.
It's been a long day.
It's a long day, Sonny.
Damn.
No.
Am I the only one that slept on a
Dodge
train?
City's grown a bit.
I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Got this from real estate a few years back.
It's good to know.
Hold on. So Dodge is not in Denver? Is that what you're saying?
No, Sonny. Those are 2 different cities.
Right.
Quite a few number of days apart on the railroad.
2 different cities. Gotcha. Right. Okay.
But no, I've been here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's the farthest place you can get from an ocean.
It is.
And I own this land right here, fair and square.
Are you scared of the water? Seems like an odd thing to say.
Do you have more to say about that?
Them stories for another day, son.
Damn it.
For another day. Anyway, let me know if you need anything. The saloon over there has great fare.
Do you have food here in the morning, or is that all over at the saloon?
It's all at the saloon, Sonny. Just the beds and the service. Although we do have access to baths and shaves. There's a barber shop.
Good to know.
You just let me know. I can get you whatever you need. I know all the prime locations in the town, and I know everyone who's gonna rip you off.
That'll be
Don't
good
you worry.
information.
Old Roy will tell you. He'll shoot you straight. That's what everyone says about old Roy here.
I think we're going to have to take your word for it. We'll get settled in. We may have to come back and ask a few questions.
All right, Sonny. Well, I'll be right down here. Takes a big drag of the pipe, looks off, scratch it. He has a beard. He's stroking his fisherman's beard.
Does that mean he has a bunch of little hooks in it?
Like,
I don't know, like the Gordon Fisherman guy. Doesn't he have a beard, or does he not now? I don't know. I don't remember now.
He kicks off his rubber galoshes.
Exactly.
some fish
He has
come
a hook
flopping out of
for
it
a
with
hand.
some water.
Puts his peg leg up on the counter.
You know that I could use a bath if I'm being straight. Are we doing this now, or are we heading out?
Well, we could take a few minutes. If we can get settled, Lester, you and I can head over to the sheriff, and then when the two of you are ready, head over to the saloon, and we'll meet you there.
That sounds good. Jacob, do you bathe?
I probably should at some point. Not
If
sure it'll
Yes,
matter all that
baths.
much.
If you want a hot bath, I would say I guess you could like just rinse off with a bucket somewhere if you didn't want the hot bath service. It's $1 for the hot bath.
Okay.
So you guys have
Yeah,
a
why
budget.
not?
You know,
I'm into
you're here to
into
do
a hot bath right now.
whatever you're doing.
Blow
So
$300 in the first week.
I'm gonna say, how many
come
nights
on.
does $500 get us? Do we live here
he's like
forever
2,
now?
4, 6. Anyway,
That's how good I am with money.
but yeah, you can take a bath and like get ready, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Can I roll for bath?
You don't need to. What do you want to roll for?
I was going to say,
what are you doing
in
in there?
doing in that bathtub?
Yeah.
Whatever
I
the
don't know.
roll says I do in that bathtub.
Who knows? Yeah. Where do you want to go next?
Yeah.
I guess Johnathan and I head over to the sheriff then.
Okay.
Cyrus will bathe. We'll see if I actually bathe. And then, yeah.
Cyrus is like talking to Jacob, like walking up the room, like, listen, all I'm saying is after a train ride like that, I just need a bath. You know, like I just like it can't just be all business all the time.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. I remember when I used to bathe. It was fun. I just don't necessarily know if A, it'll do anything for me now, whether or not I'll actually not smell like this. And B, I don't know if it'll have any adverse effects, like maybe my skin's sloughing off or something. I just don't know exactly how hot I want to get the bath.
I will admit I
That's
am
all
very
I'm saying.
curious to see what happens here with you in this bath. I'd like to go first, though, just in case, there is some sloughing.
Oh, yeah,
going
you don't
on.
need to, yeah.
I don't need to be in that water.
No, absolutely not.
No
wouldn't.
offense, but it's.
I barely want to be in it. I don't blame you.
All right, so Cyrus takes a bath.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys take baths. Lester and Jonathan go to the sheriff's office.
Yep. So, yeah.
You,
So how,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep. Go ahead. Nope.
No.
Go.
for Lester, so how do you think we should play this, talking to the sheriff?
Well, you have that badge. We could tell them that we're in town investigating some murders over in Denver and heard that there was something similar in the area. That's not too far from the truth.
To be fair, yeah. So, yeah, that's honesty is important because I have to roll otherwise. So,
Oh, that's a weird way to say. Okay, that's fine. I can tell them.
sure. So, Don't you have a badge too? Didn't?
Did we all get badges? I don't remember. He starts looking in all his pockets. I guess pulls out a badge.
Sure. Yeah, you would all have them. Yes. If
Okay.
you want to do that.
Hold on, let me pin you put inside there. So he, like pins it in his left inside the lapel.
Right. Yeah, like Jonathan will help it just like that. This is the way they do it in the books.
Oh, thank you. You know, pull his coat back down to smooth it all out.
We get to the office. Like Jonathan will stop, kind of straighten himself out before he goes in, and like open the door for Lester.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. He'll step in, kind of look around, see if anybody's even in here.
Yeah, you see, it's probably a larger jail in this case, so there probably is sort of like some offices out front.
Yeah.
One of them, that there's a door open. You see a sort of a lanky younger guy lean sort of over and look out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, what y'all want?
Yeah, hello. We just came off the train from Denver, and he kind of like opens up the lapel.
Yeah,
We're
Jonathan
here
does too.
investigating a couple of murders up around Denver way. We heard you might have had something similar. We don't know. Maybe these folks done run down your way. We were hoping maybe we could get some information. Maybe we could even help you out a little bit.
He pulls his sort of boots off the desk. He had his feet up on the desk, pulls them down
Slowly.
Stands up pretty slow, walks over. He like makes a big show. He like really leans down and looks at that badge. I ain't never seen a badge like that. And you sure as hell ain't the marshal here, so I don't know what you're talking about, murders. We keep a self-respecting town around these parts. I don't like someone suggesting otherwise, especially a stranger.
Oh, I didn't mean no disrespect. We just heard some tell that, not that they necessarily took place here in Dodge City, but perhaps the environs surrounding the area here.
Who'd you say you work for again?
Wait, I think we're getting off on the wrong foot. Is it deputy?
What's it to you?
City
slicker.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jonathan reaches out and like holds his hand out and he goes, "I apologize." Johnathan P. Young of Young, Templeton, Hancock, and Boyd Private Detective Agency. We have a significant backer that has asked us to just lend a hand here, not to infringe at all on your jurisdiction, but to look into some cases with a little more of a sensitive nature. We would like to do anything we can to help you, and by no means are we doubting the lawmen here and their ability. We just have some things that we're being paid to investigate.
Listen here, with your fancy little Smith and Wesson and gibberish and jobberish. I don't give a shit about no city slicking private detective agency. I don't even know what the fuck that is, son. I'm the law in this town as far as you're concerned right now, and I ain't seen a badge like this. It doesn't even say who it is. It just says agent.
Absolutely.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
It means that anonymity is very important.
I don't know what that means.
Sure,
but I'm just saying.
You've heard of the Pinkertons, though, right?
What about them?
Private detective agency. Although they have gotten their name out there far more. Whether some of their techniques are, judge for yourself. Same sort of organization. We're not here to fight with the law. We're here to help you.
Well, I don't like what you're suggesting about this place. Yeah, people get into a ruckus. There ain't no murders going on.
Mm-hmm.
These are all God-fearing people around here.
Oh, I'm sure your local citizenry is. The people that we may be tracking, though, are definitely not from Dodge City. Maybe Denver.
I mean, maybe so. But
we would like to take care of them before they do cause trouble for you. Not that you couldn't handle it, but what is it if your day's just a little bit easier?
I'll tell you what, smart mouth. How about you tell me where yours all staying and make sure you keep your nose clean while you're in my town? And if I need help with any murders, I'll come find you.
That sounds like a reasonable request. I'm sorry, though. I don't think we're really sure where we're staying at. We have another associate that's handling that. But as soon as we know, Deputy, we'll be sure to come back and talk to you.
Lester puts his hand down.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that.
I'm gonna, just while we're talking, I just kind of want to give it a once over. Are there any wanted boards or anything out on the desk that I can read?
Sure, I'd say there's a wanted board for sure. I don't know. Do you want there's just a handful of, there are some, I guess I would say there's definitely a bank robbery, there's some bank robbery stuff. There's some petty criminals. I would no, I wouldn't really do that. Maybe they would have. I don't know if
are there notices about
posters.
a bank robber who mysteriously is able to get in and out without a trace?
Oh
man,
no, that guy's taken care of. He's fine.
And it's dead or alive.
We covered him.
$200 dead or alive, and you're like, no, we had him dead. Damn it. I would say there aren't really any murder, wanted for murder. I mean, any of the wanted for murders looked like outlaws, guys who just got in fights and killed people. That it seems to be a general bounty board, not anything out of the ordinary per se.
Okay, just wanted to see if we could see any information that might be good. I'll turn to Lester. It's do you have any questions for the deputy before we go?
No, I think we're done here. We appreciate your time. Didn't mean to get you all riled up or nothing.
He tips his hat and just smiles.
I nod and then just turn around. I hold the door for Johnathan on the way out.
Puts his hat on, tips his hat on the way out. No, we'll get outside. Well, that's going to be that might be a little bit of a challenge.
That guy was an asshole. I thought you might have kicked him in the nuts, but I mean, since we just got here and all, I guess you won't start no trouble, which I appreciate. That's probably good.
It's always important that, you start as a gentleman and see where things go. Also, I've been reading this new book that I picked up before we left, and it was about Confederate spies. So I thought we might try a little of that this time.
Oh, okay. All right, we don't got to wear none of the uniform or nothing, do we?
No, specifically not. But I'm just saying, we'll let him. We'll lead the narrative with this one.
All right, that makes sense. Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't know. I just thought, if something was out of sorts, it'd be a good place to get that information.
No, I think I think this could be helpful. I mean, if something bad does happen, we're probably going to be the first person they come to.
Well, maybe. What did he say the marshal's name was again?
I don't think he did. He say? I don't think he said the name.
No,
he just said that we weren't the marshal.
I don't think you asked. I don't think he gave you his name.
Nope.
No, he didn't. I did. I remember him saying
that the marshal didn't actually ask.
Yeah.
You tried to fucking big time Dodge City's deputy who thinks he's hot shit, and you're trying to fucking big time him with some fucking gumball machine badge. He doesn't fucking know who you are. Also, let's just play it. Who in a local police office fucking shoots guns to celebrate the FBI coming in to take over their case? No one likes that shit.
Exactly. This is why we were friendly.
He's not going to respond to you guys being like, check out my badge. He's like, I fucking keep Dodge City in line, motherfucker. Like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking goon. He thinks he's like, this city slicker's fucking trying to tell me people are getting murdered. Fuck off. He's not an asshole. You guys are assholes.
Well, that doesn't check out at all.
No, that doesn't feel right. I was very fucking polite to that dick.
Oh, being polite. You were politely an asshole.
That's what I do at work every day.
I've heard you had a bunch of murders, and I'm just saying I'm here to help you out, cop. Go to a cop on the street and go, you know what? I don't think you're doing your job very well, and I think I could help.
Well, that would be true everywhere.
I was going to say.
Well, I'm just saying,
I feel like we're still right.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter. If
I think you could actually just end it at the first half of that sentence, and we'd be good to go.
I'm just gonna be mad. Like I'm saying, no one likes it, man. You can't do that to people, especially with a badge of an agency that doesn't exist.
Exactly. Yeah, it's fine. I'm telling you, this will pan out later.
I mean, how many insane people walk up and are like, "I'm with the CIA," and then just have like a badge, and they're like, "How does that? That doesn't."
I totally want to do that now.
Right?
Do that in real life. Just be like, "I'm with the CIA," and flash some badge.
So, since our interaction with law enforcement wasn't very fruitful, I think that maybe we should find. There's got to be like a local paper.
Sure.
Oh, that might have been a better idea, huh? You think they have any back issues? I didn't get I don't have all the exact time frame. Or maybe I do. I don't know. We did the research, right? I don't know if that was information that was like specific.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would probably have you would probably been able to get at least names of people who were killed, like in the article. It would probably tell you their name.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be able to ask around for names that I can make up for you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you're looking at that sort of thing, yeah. Hold on. I'm doing more stuff real quick. There we go. I just efficiently did so many things. Do you head to the newspaper or what do you guys do after your bath?
Yeah.
You take a bath. It's very relaxing. Nothing else. No, you don't get attacked by a monster. A mermaid doesn't seduce you.
Toenails.
Oh no! Oh man!
Ain't that put it back on?
Whoops! Whoops!
No, that's worse.
I wonder how the boys are doing. That was a fantastic bath. Oh my god!
I still feel the same. I feel a little wrinkly right now, though, but that's about it.
Yeah, you look a little. You know what? You look fine. I think. How do you feel though? You feel good? Feel clean?
I feel the same.
Damn it! Sorry, man. I was hoping that maybe there was that would kind of rejuvenate you a little bit. No, revive is the wrong word. Rejuvenates better.
I appreciate him on me. I do. Also, I was kind of hoping that it would kind of refresh me, revitalize me a little bit. Bring a little bit of warmth to these cold bones. But
nothing.
Apparently, yeah, nothing such as the like. Apparently,
Jesus Christ. Well, we tried. We tried.
You did. How about we head down to the bar, kick a stool up, maybe a couple of little handles of whiskey will help me warm up inside.
Yeah, I can use some whiskey. Let's check it out. We go down and check out
the
whiskey.
saloon. Yeah,
go to the saloon. See what the old timers are up to. See if there's anybody kind of hanging out. Seeing what get the feel for, why don't people go out at night kind of stuff, right? Like
Sure.
what should we new in town? What should we look out for? Who should we know?
Right.
Where shouldn't we go?
All right. I'm just trying to.
And with my $500, I'll buy. Well, I technically only
God
have
damn it.
45, but
No. We're gonna stay. Let's stay away from the gambling. Like
no. I'm gonna like anybody who I think is helpful.
Right now,
will,
I
like,
assume
buy them a
Lester.
shot.
Right now,
Yeah.
I assume Lester has the $500 until told otherwise.
No, Johnathan has it.
Accounting for it. Oh, Johnathan has it. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
So far, I'm keeping track.
Jonathan's our accountant.
so
Well,
you
I
cannot
still
just
got
give
30
out the
bucks.
$500 because they would not give it to Jacob. I'm almost guaranteeing. No one's giving it to Jacob.
No, absolutely.
I don't know
not.
how much
That
you have
makes
on
sense.
you, but you walk into the saloon. It's pretty nice. Like, it's definitely not like super hot. It's not like New York downtown, super fancy posh place, but it's a pretty nice saloon. Pretty well maintained. There's a very attractive red-haired woman tending bar. She's pretty well dressed. Seems like probably does pretty well here. She smiles as you walk up. Well, hello, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
whiskey, top shelf. Two.
She grins and she grins, says, "A man of discerning taste," and then takes what looks to be a nice bottle. It's not like the rot gut not labeled. It has like a label, It's commercial. This is the good shit. Like they have real stuff. She pours you 2 shots. And then anything else I can get you right for now? Maybe some food or some girls.
Maybe just keep the bottle close.
Jacob sighs a little bit.
Ah, shit.
She winks.
Tell you what,
and
can you point us towards the know-it-all in this here establishment? The person you can go to if there's any kind of information you need.
all right. So I'm just gonna try to figure out who that should be. There's got to be a good person. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna maybe want to buy a drink for good old Nathan over there. He'll talk your ear off as long as he has a little bit of a buzz going. But don't tell him I said that.
Well, why don't you give us one of what he's drinking, and we'll bust it on over to him.
She opens a beer and hands you the bottle. I'll put it on your tab.
Thank you. Is it a Schlitz?
Sure.
Yes.
It can be.
The best name.
I mean,
for a
it might
beer.
as well be. Oh yeah, so shots of whiskey are 10 cents each. Beer is 5 cents. There you go.
Jesus.
Just saying. This is how we're getting to the gritty realism. Here's your change. Anyway.
Well, I was
You go-
frustrated trying to
I like it.
subtract 25 cents from my
And you're like, I can't do it.
whatever. Was it?
Oh,
Can I just give her a
did I say
buck?
10 cents each? I mean, it would have been 25 cents total, yes. So
I'll give her a
Good. So then we order 4 of
yeah,
everything.
right. Yeah, we just give us a
Take
give us a tray.
Just give her $1.
Give her $1. Does that include tip? I don't want to figure this
How
out
about
in my head. I give her.
We
I give her-
We order 3 of everything, and then we tip her 25 cents.
There we go. I
Done.
like it.
There you go. Nailed it. You
Yep.
lose $1. You come back out. You come over, and there's a guy. He doesn't seem hammered yet, but he does have like an empty beer there. He looks kind of tired. Oh, that's a lot of beers you got there.
Well, a couple of them are for you.
And other stuff too. Oh, whiskey? That's what I like. I like it all. Let's be real. I like it all.
Well, that's good because we got a lot. Might we join you?
Oh, man, my pleasure. He like swipes the stuff off. Like there's some cigarette butts. He flings onto the floor. After you, gentlemen. And who might I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Well, I'm Cyrus, and this here is Jacob. And we're new in town.
He reaches out to shake your hands.
Shake the hand. I start rolling a cigarette.
Does
and
Jacob
offer him
shake a
one.
hand?
Yeah, I gotta shake. I'll shake his hand.
He's like,
And I
"Ooh,
suppose he.
you got a cold demeanor. I'm glad I'm not on your bad side."
It was I was second in the bath, and the water was fairly cold.
That was my fault. That was my I overstayed my welcome in that nice hot bath.
One time I fell asleep in a bath and I didn't wake up for hours. I
Oh.
was so cold. It took me 10 blankets to get warmed up. Anyway, I'm just going to drink one of these beers here.
Yeah, I have one of these nice.
Starts drinking the beer and he's like, anyway, my name's Nathan Cobb, local personality and beloved citizen of Dodge City. What can I do for you?
Well, we were as my friend Cyrus said, we are new to town, and we're just trying to get situated here. You know.
Oh yeah,
Where,
this is the best place to drink. And then there's another saloon. It's great to drink too. And there's another one probably. The girls here are pretty great. They're here great everywhere. I like this place though. They don't kick me out so much.
Well, we're more so looking not necessarily looking for any trouble. We're looking to how to stay out of trouble.
Oh, you came to the
we know
wrong
that Dodge
place.
City can be kind of a dangerous place, especially at night. And we were told that you're the one who could tell us kind of the safe spots and the not so safe spots around this here place.
Oh, there ain't no safe spots tonight around here. It gets pretty bad in these streets. I mean, Dodge City, it's a hell of a town.
Is there any
But
place
no,
maybe
what do you want to know?
outside of these
I mean,
streets?
definitely stay away from Boot Hill. You got to stay away from there. You're gonna get snatched there.
Why
What
are
do
we
you
going to
mean
get snatched at Boot Hill?
Well, I don't know if they run out of bodies. They got to snatch something.
Where do they need bodies?
Don't tell
for?
them I said that. Don't tell them I said that.
Oh, we're not going to
No
tell
one
anybody
believes
anything.
me.
I just
No one
what do
believes
they
me.
need?
I saw them. I saw a guy. Body snatchers. Snatching bodies right out of the graves. Why would someone do that? It's crazy. But anyway, you don't want to mess with someone like that.
No, I mean I wouldn't want anybody snatching my body.
No, sir. I never go there at night. It's
All right,
too
so-
dangerous.
So where else there? We got Boot Hill. We're definitely going to stay away from Boot Hill. The Boot Hill body.
Oh yeah,
snatchers gonna
we
get
ain't 7 foot near Boot Hill, that's for sure.
you. No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of poachers outside of town. I mean, don't tell them I told you that, but for this many beers, I might as well. I mean, they've never bought me nothing. They go up into Northern Territories, take them buffalo, sell them meat and stuff here. Real nasty folk. Get near there. Ooh. They shoot first, ask questions later there. I never go into their place either, but I heard about it. I hear about a lot of things. This saloon here. I'm all over. I'm here all the time. All the time.
Okay,
Well, I tell you what, there, Nathan. I very much appreciate the information that you've given us. I'll tell you what. Why don't we? What day? What day is it right now? What is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday? I can't remember. It all blends together now at this point.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. All right. So how about this? You meet here every day, Tuesday at lunch. You give us as much information as you have today. We'll get you as many beers as we have today. How's that sound?
All right. What if I find out something better?
Well, if you find something better, then you get better beers.
Nathan, we want your weirdest ass rumor that you know right now. The weirdest fucking thing you know.
Well, I'll tell you what. It'd be a lot easier for me to hear them rumors if you'd give me maybe $1 or $2 so I could go drink in other places and they won't kick me out as fast. And I could just listen for you. $2 a week.
How about this? We'll do $1 a week, and if anything of yours pays off, then we'll give you $1 after.
He's like,
And
deal.
beers. And beer. Oh,
Deal. Oh, and beers. Deal. He's like, I'm taking the beers. And he's like, no, don't worry. He's like, don't worry. I'll make these last. He's like sipping on the whiskey a little bit. He sips on one, and he's like, but now he'll listen out for some stuff.
And I will pull out $1 right now and be like, that's for services rendered right now.
He takes it, confidently tucks it into his pocket, and leans back like, I'm doing it.
I'm making it. And we looked down at the tray, realized that he drank all of the beers and shots that we brought
Everything.
over.
all three beers, all the shots.
Oh yeah.
Ah, shit.
He's just asleep. He just leans back and falls asleep.
Damn, was this the best? Motherfucker sleeping. All right. Well, that's pretty good, Jacob. That's pretty good. You know, Lester and Johnathan, they're like real smart, though. They're real smart and savvy. I mean, I bet they got like way better information than we just got.
I bet they went to that sheriff and they got him bending over at this point. They got like,
they were so like gung ho and like ready, and they had a plan, and we just kind of we fucked off. And
what? I bet at this point Lester is the deputy sheriff.
Oh my! Like, he's probably taking over the town already.
Right? Yeah.
God damn, these guys, they know what they're doing.
Smash cut.
So how do you think they're doing over there?
Honestly, if they've even made it to the bar yet, I mean, I'm just hoping that nobody gets stabbed or shot tonight, really.
Yeah, that'd be bad, especially with that deputy being all up our ass now.
Yeah, we should definitely warn them when we get back.
Well, I mean, he didn't see them with us. I mean, they're probably fine. I mean, we could tell them, I guess.
Yeah. I just, I would hate for them to get arrested and then the deputy find that badge, and then then he's going to dislike us more.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. Hey, you know what? Maybe you should kind of maybe take point on this next one. I feel a little overwhelmed, perhaps, about this current circumstance. I mean, you seem to have your head screwed on pretty straight. I mean, I know I took a nap on the train, but maybe it just got me a little foggy.
Yeah. I think we're finding our groove. No problem. These should be, they're writers, they're journalists, they're intellectuals. This should be easy. I think we can speak to them.
I got the names here, and he like pulls out a piece of paper with the names on them. These are what the researcher turned up.
Are they just reporters or?
Yeah, it's the
names of
murder victims.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool. Oh, perfect. What is the name of the paper?
Ooh. That's probably a real name of an actual thing, so I should probably look that one up.
The good is
Like that's
Denver
actually, I
fruit?
think that's actually real. So like, in 1870 though, not like now. What was it called?
Dodge City Star.
Dodge City Times, Dodge City Star. Yeah, they do Dodge City Star. Why not?
Got it.
It
Sounds
looks
right.
like it actually is. Technically, there's well, I could say Dodge City
Like it.
Times. That was from that's from 56 to something. You know, Dodge City Times. Yeah, it's a small office. I mean, it's not like the biggest thing in the world, but it looks like there's, you know.
I do love that we're concerned with historical accuracy. I'm good to go. Yep. All right, so we'll find. I mean, it's probably pretty easy to find, right?
Oh, here, let me get that door for you. No, step ahead, open up the door.
Was that a wait one? Is that what that was?
He's just standing there awkwardly holding the door open.
Jonathan tips his hat, walks in.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
There
Can
you
you
are.
hear us?
If
I
you were
can't
doing
hear
voice
you guys.
changer,
Why?
why? What'd you do?
He broke it.
God damn it. We were doing so good. Well, now we can talk shit about him. He can't hear us.
I was gonna say.
He can't hear us. Oh.
Oh!
Okay, looks like
He
we're
went
on
to
our
Boot
own now.
Hill. They fucking snatched
They
him.
got him.
That's what happened.
Boot Hill body snatchers. It's good shit. That was a good door holding standoff. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Back.
No,
Stop talking shit about him.
I just had no sound, and then I had to just drop and restart. I don't know what happened there. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, you go to the newspaper.
Sure.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. So you didn't hear us.
I
They
did
burned
not
the place
at all.
down while you were gone. It's gone.
Great. Sorry, technical difficulty.
So Lester holds the door open for Jonathan. I tip my hat and we walk in. Yeah. Kind of what's kind of the lay of the inside?
Yeah, I would say there's maybe I don't know if they would actually even have, maybe they would have a receptionist type person who's also like does filing and stuff.
They have a telegraph?
I'd say maybe there's like maybe they would have the post office could also have the telegraph, but they might have a telegraph as well for news. So maybe that would probably be someone else though. So if they had that, yeah, there's probably a receptionist. Welcome to the Daily Time or Dodge City Times. What can I do for you?
Hello. Good morning. Just wanted to get a real good look. And Jonathan kind of looks around and he's like, Lester, I think the desks were actually a little bit smaller in Denver. I told you that this was going to be somewhere that we could go. And he'll turn back to the receptionist and he's like, oh, hello. He's like, let me introduce myself. Jonathan Young, journalist, investigator.
Nancy.
Thank Nancy. It is a pleasure. Like, we're actually following up on some leads, and we thought that maybe this would be the place that we could find someone that might be investigating some less than ideal events that might have happened.
Oh, I mean, I don't know who that would be, but you could talk to our editor. He knows all the stories that come through.
As he should. There are far too many people that don't appreciate the work of an editor. Would they happen to be in? Would he happen to be in right now?
Oh yeah, come on. Here, I'll just introduce him right here. Come on, follow me.
Ma'am.
She stands up. She goes down. There's a couple doors again. There are some folks that look like they might be like. Do we want to wait for?
Yeah. Oh. Body snatchers got Jonathan too.
Oh no.
We struck gold.
Yeah, I want him to be. He needs to be there for the meeting at least. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he
is. Fuck StreamYard tonight.
Yeah.
Neil, your picture is going on a journey in my screen. It's going all the way around.
Really? Because of the screen flashes or
because
something
the body
else?
snatchers.
No, you
Body
keep
snatchers.
moving
Oh.
around
Yeah.
as things are dropping.
Jumping.
Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah. Oh no, it's a DDoS. Is that
What we
right?
have to do is, John, you need to drop next so that we'll all then shift over
Right.
again. We'll just-
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I could
She
probably
leads you
just
to
drag
a
me,
door.
right?
There's a. It has like glass. It has like a name. It says like editor Horace Weller. She opens the door. Mr. Weller, we have some, I guess, investigators. They wanted to talk to you about some stories. If you have time, a minute. Nancy. Yeah. What? Yeah. Come in. What? Something about stories, huh? She like nods. She's like, "It's a pleasure meeting you, gentlemen." She walks away. So what? You're a journalist or something, or what?
Something like that. He holds out his hand. He's like, Johnathan Young, this is my associate, Lester Boyd.
Morning.
We've been doing some investigation, some work out here. Matter of fact, we just came from Denver, and we've been looking into some reports, mostly of how can I say this gently? Some people being done away with.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, don't say that too loud around here. People don't like hearing about it. Gets people all spooked, you know?
I imagine, and it's probably a good thing that we're in your office, and you seem to be somebody who is very astute as far as what's going on, and so we thought this would be the place to come ask.
So he's like I would say he's like a maybe 50-some-year-old sort of stocky guy, maybe balding a little, wireframe glasses, looking pretty, but he has like ink all over his fingers. And just, he was scribbling on this notepad. He has a typewriter, but he was scrawling on it. He's like, yeah, well, he nods to like close the door.
Yeah.
I close the door. Yeah.
He's like, I mean, I don't know. Where'd you hear that? Looking like, it looks like you're, I don't know, don't get me wrong. It doesn't look like you're in that kind of business, if you ask me.
That kind of business?
Well, alleged business.
I understand. I'll kind of look over at Lester and all, I'm sure with, somebody that understands the sensitivity of some of these kinds of discussions, that we should be able to trust you and to be able to, if we find any information, you would be the first to know. And you kind of just like slowly open it and just show the badge a little bit. It's like, we are here with private interests concerning the murders.
Oh, I didn't say murders. I'm just saying people went missing, and unfortunately, sometimes there's parts that people have found, and they don't like people knowing about that. Real scary stuff.
We got that impression. We did stop by the local sheriff's office just to keep law enforcement informed, and he seemed less than enthused to speak with us.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't want anyone to know that. I mean, come on. That's bad for business. That's bad for Dodge City. You can't have people running around saying someone found an arm here or there or whatever. That's freaky stuff.
So then what are you putting into your paper?
Oh, I mean, missing and, try to show out, whatever's happening. Try not to say, a lot of people try to say, oh, someone ran away, or, you should just say, oh, they ran off with someone or whatever. But no, I don't think that's true. I think people are disappearing. Not that often, but, some weird stuff's happening over there.
Over.
It's hard to say, though. There's a hell of a lot of crime that goes on here. It could just be some wacko.
Mm.
We-
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jonathan. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just you said they found some parts. Did they find anything else, like perhaps a note, phrase, some such thing?
I don't believe there was any notes as far as I know of, but I don't know why he went southern there for him.
It's okay. It's been a long day for everybody.
Nah, there haven't been any notes that I know of. I just know, seems to me, a lot of the activity seems to be people going missing around Boot Hill, the cemetery. Also, seems like there might be more grave robbing going on than in a normal graveyard, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know exactly what a normal amount of grave robbing would be. Do you think it's just
like in comparison to the number of rich people that you might want to grave rob?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I would do that. That's disgusting. But I'm saying opportunity is there, but we don't have that many rich people here.
What did the marshal? I mean, don't they post a man up there or something? They didn't catch nobody.
Not that they've admitted, at least. No. But who knows? I don't go poking around there at night. I just report what happens in the mornings.
Jonathan,
Right.
give him that list.
I was going to say, would you mind taking a look? And Jonathan will he's got the list like in his book. And he'll like take the look out and just kind of lay it on his desk. Do any of these names look familiar, or could you give us some information on when they might have disappeared?
Oh yeah. I mean, this Daniel Pritchard, yeah, his wife has a sewing shop, or out of her house now, after her husband died, and he was one on this list for sure. Disappeared. I mean, again, weird stuff, right? This guy doesn't. This guy's just ranch hand. No reason to run off. No one knew. He didn't have any secret affairs going on that we ever knew. So you might want to talk to her, see if she heard anything or saw anything. But so far, the cops never said anything happened. But
do you have his wife's name?
Oh, Molly.
Molly. Okay.
He gives you sort of directions to where to find. Like, she lives down that way.
And what was it Daniel? What was the last name?
Daniel
Pritchard.
Oh,
Pritchard.
Daniel Pritchard. Okay.
Jonathan's writing it down in the book.
Okay.
Do you know about how long ago he went missing?
Oh man, that was a couple weeks ago, I'd say.
Pretty recent then.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't happen that often, but usually there's enough. Seems like there's enough death to satisfy people usually, but every now and again.
And you haven't noticed any sort of a pattern or a particular place other than the cemetery that's, more of these disappearances happen than others?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's one place, obviously. And there's a hell of a lot of trouble going on around here. I mean, the railroads are at each other's throats, so I mean, you can never put it past espionage, I guess. Not that I knew any of these people worked for the railroad, so I don't think that's part of it per se, but that's a pretty big deal. And you never know. There's a lot of sympathizers for each side of the war, and they don't always get along, so sometimes it's just bad blood. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think we've got a place that we're going to start. We appreciate taking the time. I hope we'll get a chance to stop back by. If you hear anything, we're actually going to be working out of the Hotel Scuttlebutt.
Ah, all right. That's not a bad place.
Good.
Not as fancy as the one down the street, but who's hoity-toity enough for that, right?
Right. Besides, we thought it might be a good idea to keep a low profile.
Smart. Keep your head down in this city, kid. It's dangerous.
Yeah, we'll do our best. And Johnathan reaches out and shakes his hand.
You get ink on your hands.
Yeah.
I just finger across the brow of the hat, like, oh.
Oh, just curious. As we kind of got off on the wrong foot with the sheriff here, how long has he been?
I think that was the deputy, maybe, right?
Tall guy, kind of lanky.
Squirrely fellow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Deputy Colton. Hank Colton. Yeah, that's the deputy.
Yeah.
No, sheriff's a broader guy. He's pretty sturdy.
Hmm.
You don't want to mess with him.
Well, ideally, we wouldn't want to mess with any of them, legal reasons and whatnot. But
Yeah. Did he get in your face?
he was a little gruff.
Well, flashing one of those around probably isn't right up his alley.
Hmm.
Pissing contests and whatnot.
Ah, well,
He's a little young. Still got a little too much vinegar in that piss.
noted. We'll probably steer clear. Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If you need something in a pinch, he'll probably help. But just maybe go with honey instead of,
Yeah.
stepping on toes.
How about the sheriff? See, he's a good guy. What's his name?
Oh, Sheriff Jim Adler.
Jim Adler. All right.
Oh, he's a good man. Upstanding. Really brought the law here to Dodge City.
Is he from here? He come in from someplace else?
Oh, where is he from? Somewhere. He came from Kansas, but I don't know where. Off the top of my head.
Okay. I mean,
But
just
no, he's been
making
a
conversation.
lawman for a lot of years now. People like him.
Well, that's good. You got to be able to trust your law enforcement. Hopefully, they didn't just go out and killing everybody.
Well, you might want to talk to him. I mean, you might have to get through Hank first, or just, when he's not around.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Sheriff goes around a lot on his own, though, so you might find him just out in the daytime. He likes to walk the streets.
Oh, good. We'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We share a knowing glance. Knowing that means we're going the other way.
All right. Well, thank you again for the time, and I'm sure we'll be stopping in.
Great. Well,
Do they have-
if you get any info, make sure you tell me first. We want to break these stories.
Oh, this will be our
Get
first
people
stop.
reading the paper.
Yep. As he's walking out, do they have like today's edition laying there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'll pick one up and if I can pay for it. What's it like?
Yeah. Nickel,
Yeah.
penny,
yeah.
maybe nickel. I don't know.
Yeah. He'll set like a dime down on the table while he takes it. It's like, keep up the great work.
Thank you for your patronage.
We'll walk out. It's like, I felt like that went much better.
Oh, yeah. That was so much better than the last place.
All right.
I mean, newspaper editor. He's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Before anybody burns a bar down, perhaps we should go and check on the other two.
Okay, yeah, we could see what they found out. Would tell them about the deputy, and maybe we go over and talk to Molly Pritchett.
Yeah, let's check with them first.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we will head back to the saloon.
All right. You head back to the saloon. I assume you guys are still there drinking with what's his name? He didn't actually chug all of them, but
They're
I assume you
piling
might
shit
still
on
just
him
be
while he's
drinking.
sleeping.
No, we got some way. Yeah, of course. We're building a tower. There's a tower being built. Yucking it up with Nathan.
I have spent $3 more on rounds for a few people.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're well
I'm making that
hammered
official.
at this. You're
It's
very
probably not the
$21.
best thing. It's probably not the worst thing in the world that they didn't leave the money.
Hopefully, you
with.
don't need to make rolls because I'm definitely making you make drunk checks on those for sure.
Oh, yeah,
There's a few people singing at the piano.
Yep.
It's only 2 p.m. Like, it's not even that late.
Everyone at the bar is smashed.
But for like Dodge City, that's kind of normal. I think that just happens
There's
on
only
Tuesday
six.
sometimes.
There's only 6 people there, but we're all drunk.
I mean, this all seems very natural for this place.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Any given Tuesday.
Lester come walking in and we're just like, ah! You know,
Well, it's not on fire. I guess that's good.
Right? Each of them get a beer and a shot when they walk in.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. So I see that you guys have been actively searching out information. Any good leads?
We're getting ourselves well acquainted with the neighborhood. We're making contacts. We're hucking and shucking.
We've got some great leads here, but I'm sure you guys did great. I'm sure, you went out there and you nailed it. So why don't you, well, maybe, do we do this here or what we do here?
Are there people at our table or?
Well, Nathan's been sleeping for about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, Nathan's dead asleep. I hope he ain't dead. Like, is he alive? He's alive. Okay.
You tell?
He's alive. He's alive.
Nathan. So some of the local color I see. Was he here at the table before you guys got here?
Yeah. He's our source. He's good. He's a good talker, and we've retained his services for the future.
Once he wakes up again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I just picture him. You say that over. You hear this.
Yeah.
Yep. He's out.
Does he do anything, or does he just sleep?
He does. He knows things.
I'm pretty sure he just does this though, right? He said he's quite a frequent patron of various bars in the area.
We never got the names of all those bars from him. He did say that.
Next week.
But we did. We got a couple of really nice leads. One in particular that I think is really promising.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are we talking about
of course.
Talking about the Buffalo people?
What now?
I was thinking more like the Boot Hill Body Snatchers was like.
Oh, the Body Snatchers. Yeah, that's right.
One lead. That was really.
That is an excellent point, Cyrus. I believe that in our line of work, the Body Snatchers are probably more important than the people killing Buffalo.
We'll get those guys, but like the Body.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna murder them dead.
I'm sure they got like a way hotter, better lead. So that's.
Well, we heard about Boot Hill too, but you said there's like Buffalo people, like Buffalo, like a shape, like a buffalo.
No, they just go up and they kill the buffalo.
Yeah, they're poachers.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, poachers. They're just assholes.
Right, a different kind of detestable person. But Body Snatchers is probably like 1 and 1A.
Well, yeah. The Body Snatch is probably a bigger. We had it was a mixed bag. I'll say, like we had a good conversation with the editor over at the newspaper, but the deputy, we didn't hit it off. That didn't go real well. He seemed like kind of an asshole.
I just
Uh,
flash
Try
it.
to
Did you
give
show
them
him your
beer and
badge?
shots. It worked with us.
No, I didn't. We didn't. I didn't think to bring any beers. I did show him the badge. Maybe that's what pissed him off. I don't know. He was all.
It kind of
he had
pissed
a-
me off if someone came in flashing their badge, but you know.
I feel that he was probably feeling a little bit of a little intimidated, somewhat of a an anti-intellectual himself. So I don't think
Like-
he's the person we need to talk to anyway.
Yeah, he's like a little chihuahua.
Right.
I mean, I probably would have done the same thing if I'm being honest. Badge right out, just flashing that badge.
I mean, I
Right,
probably.
I mean, I
shot
thought,
him,
like-
so it's a good thing I ain't there.
Right? It's a little simpatico, right? Like you're law enforcement, we're law enforcement.
Right, a little professional courtesy. I don't think
Exactly.
I don't think the deputies read up on the subject.
Doesn't sound
No.
like it. Sounds
Doesn't seem that way.
like maybe he's the asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. See, that's what I'm saying.
But the editor was very good, and again mentioned that Boot Hill was somewhere that people tend to go missing.
Oh, he said they stole more bodies than normal at a Boot Hill. Now I don't know what the normal amount of bodies being stolen. There was a conversation that we had while we were there. We didn't come to any, good number on that, but apparently it's quite high.
Mm-hmm. And also,
More
they tend,
bodies than normal.
That implies that there's a certain base level of bodies that can be stolen.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like
You
that.
wouldn't think so.
right?
Did you write that down, Jonathan? Did you make sure you wrote down as more than normal?
Yes. I took note of it. He also said that they have a tendency to find some of the parts of people that go missing.
Well, that's good.
But
That's good.
it seems like,
it good?
again, the deputy might be suppressing that information.
All right. Well, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't go right to him once we start our own shit.
Right to who? The deputy?
Yeah, let's leave him out of it.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to him.
Sounds like he doesn't get it.
Nope.
Yeah, don't use a badge. He's not gonna like it if you use a badge.
All right, I
I
don't
think
think
we've
he's-
established that.
Cyrus, do you have a badge?
I mean, I got one in my inventory.
All right.
I don't. I don't think I ever thought to use it.
Inventory. You mean your coat?
Yeah, my code inventory. Yeah, right here.
It feels around. He's like, oh, goddamn. And he like reaches into a pocket in the coat.
Yeah.
They're wondering what this felt like. All right.
I think one of the important things that we did learn was that one of the latest victims, Daniel Pritchard, disappeared a few weeks ago, but his wife has set up a seamstress business in her own home, and Molly Pritchard may be a lead that we can go talk to.
Was that Pritchett or Pritchard?
Pritchard.
Pritchard, technically.
Trying to take better notes.
So we might talk to her before we decide to stake out Boot Hill or whatever plan we come up with.
I mean, it does seem like that's the biggest thing going on, aside from talking to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's a red sound idea that you got, dude.
Hold on.
Jacob, how much did you have to drink? You're all kind of.
It is glitching out. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
heard
know
everyone's still over
that I
there.
can have as much as I want to drink, and it don't make a lick of a difference.
All right. I just say you were talking a little funny. Though maybe body snatchers are coming.
But metabolisms he's got. So enhanced metabolisms.
Cyrus,
I
are you
think
having a stroke?
Cyrus has had a little too much,
Metabolisms?
though.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe a little overboard with Nathan here.
So, what time is it right now? Like, we've been wandering around.
We said what?
2:15.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Let's say it's early evening.
Okay.
Basically. Evening.
Sure.
You guys hung out some.
Yeah. Like I figure it's been a long day. This might not be the best time to go talk to Molly. Maybe we wait till morning.
Yeah, morning would probably be better.
It would be considered uncouth. outside of business
Yeah,
hours
here,
to
We've
go
learned
to a
our
widow
lesson.
lady's
Hey,
house.
stay out
maybe
of it.
a handful of gentlemen visiting a lady's
look good.
abode
mhm.
in the evening time ain't the best idea.
And not
Exactly.
one pair of jeans to him.
So yeah. So then yeah, we'll make a plan. I don't think we need to go out looking for any trouble. I think we're well on our way to finding it.
No.
I mean, to be fair, you could probably find enough trouble in here.
Yeah, you don't really got to look too far.
Just pat Nathan on the head.
Everything falls on the floor.
He just like,
Man, we've had that stacked for 3 hours now.
Damn.
Oh.
he's like, don't snatch me, bro. Okay. Can we take a break for me to pee real quick and then
Sure.
jump back in?
No.
Definitely.
You must do it here.
Also, Cyrus, when does your when do your nightmares happen? Anytime?
You know, lately
Because you're in a
it
fear
seems
level
like-
3, which is like I don't know if your night terrors always happen every night that you roll for. Like, do you have night terrors?
They just happen when I go to sleep. It's like it hasn't really been like a huge deal. I sort of just mentioned like whenever we're sleeping.
I just didn't. I thought there
I
was
try
a
to go
mechanic for
away.
that though. Don't you actually have to like roll something to like not disturb people?
So let me
thought so.
read
Yeah.
the thing. I don't like that you're asking about this right now, Neil.
Well, this is the first time you've been in a place with a fear level this high. First of all, so like, so literally, just so you guys, for your knowledge and for the listeners at home, let me describe the difference between them, because there is a difference between like different fear levels. So like a fear level, for example, of say 2, no one goes near the creepy old shack on the top of the hill. The land looks about the same. The shadows are just a little longer. It's not really safe to go out at night, but your odds are good. That's the like most places. And I think Denver was even better at this point in the game. But I think I might ratchet that eventually. Fear level 3 is things are starting to get a little weird. There's an occasional disappearance, probably more than a few weird creatures live close by. The folks don't really talk about them. Don't go at night without a weapon or a friend. Level 4 is there's mysterious disappearances when the bodies are found as piece by piece. The land starts to change itself. The shadows on the cliffs look like leering faces. Cornrows always seem to rustle as something's hiding within it. The winds of the high plains might whisper your name, not in a friendly way. So
That's
like
pretty
fear
good.
level 4 is really starting to get like literally you're in a like a fantasy creepy atmosphere. Like it's starting to get really creepy out. So yeah, I would say you might need to look those up just to know like if that.
So the night terrors. It's just, so to say your ombre as bad dreams is an understatement. The land of Nod is a constant nightmare. Toss and turns like a demon on a rack, and likely keeps everyone within earshot of him awake. So, with this nightly torment, the repeated barrage on his psyche results in the point of this is I have weakened resolve. So all of my spirit rolls
always
are at
you
a
always
-1
have a negative
penalty.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's the manifestation of it. So I'm not.
So here's the funny thing. Doesn't that mean you can't spend the night with somebody in the room where they can't sleep?
That sounds hilarious.
Well, but
Yeah,
it's probably best then that Cyrus and Jacob bunk up with each other, since I
because you don't
have to sleep.
Yeah,
At
which
some
is
point-
hilarious
At
because
some
you
point,
just
your
are
body
laying.
just kind of shuts down for a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the Manitoba
I feel like you're just
can
pissed
rest.
while he's literally like screaming and writhing on.
or
like
or he's-
Jesus Christ!
cradling me and mopping my brow.
No, definitely not
sweet
that.
Cyrus. Oh, sweet Cyrus, calm down, you beautiful boy. Jesus. All right.
It's a pitch black room with Cyrus just twisting and turning in bed, screaming, while Jacob sits in a chair, and all you see is just the glow of the cigarette. It just stares at you.
I like that. That's good. I want to see a drawing of that actually. So that whole thing that's like that fit in because that started happening after my disappearance with the natives and the ghost rock and my no memory of the time before.
You also are actually interesting. Like that is a thing. Like you're much closer to Sioux territory now than you were previously. So like that also is like more, like there are actual clashes with Native Americans in this area quite a bit.
Yeah, it's all tied in with the old ways, oath, and all that good stuff. So I can't. That's why I can sniff out.
I mean, in Native American territory, it literally guns work worse.
Yeah,
by magic. So
love it.
All right, I'm gonna be right.
Love
back.
it.
Got it.
Okay, I am gonna do the same then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to. Here, I'll share this then while we're. Oop. How does that look?
Nice. Yeah.
Is that Fallout?
No, I don't know. I Googled and found a thing for when we take a break.
I like it. That's good shit.
Right? It's been a while.
Yeah.
How did the Savage Union game go?
So I understand why it would be fun. I see it. It's just not. I don't know that it's a game for me. There's a lot of like mech building.
Yeah,
and a lot of the rules sort of get me. There's not a lot of rules, but a lot of like the building of mech and building of character had me turned around a little bit. It's a fault with me not being able to pick up on it quickly enough. So I kind of like shut down.
yeah, I get that.
But I mean, like the role play and like play like with the guys is always great. And I found a bunch of stuff to latch onto to make it fun. But yeah, it's got like if you like mech building. And that whole thing, and that you'll probably really enjoy it because I could tell there's a lot to it. There's a lot of options and a lot of like rules around what you can and can't put on a particular chassis of a particular mech. So like there's a lot of good design in there. I could see it. I could feel it.
Right.
Wasn't my cup of tea.
I get that.
Yeah.
It looked pretty. Like I was looking through some of it. I was trying to make it, but it just. No.
Yeah, there was also a thing with the roll. I didn't realize this about myself until I started playing it. Like the dice mechanic is literally just like a D20, and then there's a range of what each one means. But there didn't seem to be any character decision or choice or like feature that allowed you to affect the dice roll at all.
Yeah.
So I was struggling with trying to make sense of that, like within the game, like just so I have nothing, like there's no character choice I can make that gives me like a plus to any certain thing. So I either missed it or it's likely I just wasn't aware of it, but it didn't seem to be anything that you could do to affect the dice roll.
Which game?
So.
Savage Union?
Yes, Savage Union.
Oh, Savage Union. Yeah.
Salvage, yeah.
Or Salvage. Yeah.
Yeah. I still like it better than D&D because it gives you a range of possibilities as opposed to you either hit or you miss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no scale. Core's broken me in that way that I always want to have a range of.
Yeah. I would say it fixed you. The core has fixed you in that way. Because I love that about core too. I like to have, that sort of thing with a dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I'll agree though too. That was my issue with it is, like you said, there's no modifier.
Yeah,
so
I didn't think that was going to be an issue. I didn't think it was going to be an issue until I started rolling and realized that it was just what it is. And I get it. You know, but I was telling Jim like the mech building aspects. I could see that it was good. I could see that if you were into that kind of thing, you're probably in heaven. But it was I didn't really resonate with me.
It's like a little mini game within the game.
Yes,
building out your suit, because Runners has a similar thing with building the suit too. Like, depending on what your initial outlay is, or if you're going to go in debt or whatever, like how do you min max the suit to be the most effective? And I just rebuilt my suit, and I was like, fuck, I want this and this, but like I don't know if this one matters as much. Like shit.
It did have, you know what, it felt like, I feel like in a video game when I make some bad choices and I just want to scrap the entire and just start a new play, you know, like I don't want to back end everything out. I can't. I'm just going to scrap the whole thing and start again.
Yeah. If we had built everything from scratch, right? Like if we were going to play a campaign and we built the crawler and we, you know, built our own characters out and had more of a not a continuity, but like just more of a cohesive thing, right? Then I feel like it would be better, right? Because you'd be like, oh, well, if you're going to be, you know, like the straight salvager, like you're going to have X, Y, and Z. Where if, you know, someone's going to play the scout, they're going to be like the protection person, right? So they're going to go like in this direction. So you can make all that stuff work so that everybody's synchronous, right? So that like all the bases are covered and all that kind of stuff, where we just were like, I don't know, this looks cool. We'll do this for a session.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
I feel like I couldn't ever play that game without playing a character with the Junkapult or the Mechapult or whatever it was called. That was the best. It was the best thing. Like, oh, just gather some junk and load it in and then roll on the fucking D20 thing and see what happens. I thought that was great.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But no, yeah, I think my big thing is I could play that game for the RP. Like the world sounded cool.
Yeah.
I love big mechs. Like, so that was fun. But yeah, I love big mechs. I cannot lie.
There it is.
I was like, see it.
But yeah, I don't think I could get over just rolling a D20 over and over, and that's it. Like even like Blades in the Dark, you're only ever rolling D6, right? But at least you're rolling multiple. Like when you have a stat, when you have a skill, it's like core in that respect, where it's like, okay, cool, I have a 3 in hunt, so I roll 3 D6.
Yeah.
And then and so even though your table is always just like 1 to 6.
Yeah.
Like at least you can affect it by rolling more or less dice to improve your likelihood.
And adding skills to it if you have one.
Well, with Blades, it's always just just 1 to 6.
Blades. Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking core.
But yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like set skills. So like you have all of these skills, like there's 12 things, kind of like Aliens, but like Aliens, you have like dice in them, right? Like you could have heavy machinery at 3 or whatever. But with Blades, I think like you just have 12 skills. So like there's 12 things you can do and you just roll your stat pool. I mean, I guess with salvaging, you could tweak it, right? You could do advantage, disadvantage, roll 2d20, take the best, take the worst.
Yeah, I mean, even that would have changed the experience dramatically for me.
Well, because then you can like, it makes you think about your relative position more, not even just in combat, but even like in a negotiation, right? Like you could go in and be like, all right, well, I've got a, depending on the negotiation style, right? Like you got a picture of his wife, be like, oh, it's a shame something happened, right? roll 2d20, intimidate, you've got like an asset kind of thing, right? Or you flash some cash, right? Like, well, what does Ben Franklin have to say about it, or whatever the fuck, right? To at least make you think about what you're doing, I guess, to try to like squeak out some sort of an advantage. I don't know.
Well, I feel like the system itself was so, like, the mech side of it was so disconnected from the, like, mechanic side that you could very easily pull all that out and just plop it into, like, I could see it being like a really cool Powered by the Apocalypse system, right? Like, you could very easily just change that resolution mechanic because it's not really tied into the rest of the system. So
I guess I'm the only one that didn't hate it, I guess.
I didn't hate it. I had a lot of fun. I just
didn't like the straight D20. Like, that mechanic is the only thing I didn't like.
Fair.
Unfortunately, that is the whole quest system, is just that D20. So
yeah. I mean, I suppose you could house roll it, but then, like, if you've got to add a bunch of stuff to play the game, is it worth it to play the game?
That's why Runners isn't core anymore. All right, let's get some sleep so we can kill some body snatchers.
All right. We ready?
Yep.
I will say, when we get back to the hotel, I'll just ask Roy. It's like, you said that you know a lot of places in this area. Does there happen to be a butcher or some sort that maybe one can procure some cuts of meat?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's tons of cattle come through here. So down the street, Maitland's. He's a good shop. He'll run you right, price wise.
Much obliged. Yeah, kind of nod the cap. Gentlemen, I will be right back. I'm feeling a little peckish. Might go see if this gentleman has anything for me.
All right, don't get lost. You want somebody to come with you?
No, I'll be fine. I'll leave myself a little bit of some breadcrumbs to find my way back.
All right.
All right, then. I guess we'll see you in the morning.
I'll be there.
I guess we're trudging up the steps.
Do you want to hand wave the butchers and just say, like, you just have to buy meat, right?
Yeah, if I'm able to just walk in and buy some meat, that's all I need.
Okay. Yeah. There's a butcher shop for sure. Like, this is definitely cattle. This is cattle country for sure. Like, this is actually a huge meat processor. Like, this is where cattle get on for everywhere. But like, there's a lot of business.
I mean, it is called the Boot Hill Butchers. So be careful about what kind of meat. Keep an eye out while you're in there.
Yeah, how much will I don't need anything expensive. I'm just looking for a basic cut.
Oh, yeah, you could I don't know, I guess game rules wise, that's something around well, bacon is 15 cents a pound. So I would say you could get somewhere around 15 cents a pound of whatever.
Yeah. Can I just get a pound of fat back then?
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Nice and raw.
Maybe he tries to sell you Boot Hill bacon? Last one. Sorry. The world building in this episode has been very satisfying.
It's been great. It's been great.
This is yeah.
Yeah, you satisfy your need for flesh for another
And now
day.
I have a source.
Yes, indeed.
A dealer.
You come back. I assume you just come back. Cyrus is already screaming in terror.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah.
Like, well, here we go. Like,
He's just stepping like,
there's somebody listening at the door about to go in. I'll be like, nah, it's okay. He's fine.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll
so
get you-
I rolled my spirit and I failed because I also have a nightmare thing.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh,
ooh, you're the one with the yeah, that's right. He's got the mechanical nightmares.
So it's not like the
He hates
boot
robots.
mechanical nightmares, but I took a minor phobia with nightmares, so like I'll wake up with fatigue sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
But so what it is then? So I guess like after we got all, sacked out for the night and everything, it's a shot of his cabin, or farmstead or whatever that they had. It's an outside full moon. Camera cuts, like pans through the window, and you see like side onto the bed with the moon coming in and the little shears kind of blowing in and out. And it's Lester is facing the window sleeping, and an arm comes over like his shoulder. She goes, "Lester, honey, wake up." And he kind of, she kind of gives him a shake, and she says, "Where were you?" He's like, What do you mean, hon? I'm right here." And she says, "No, you weren't there, Lester. Where were you?" And he like kind of turns to like look at her, and she leans over, and her mouth opens, and spiders just flood out of her mouth,
why?
like into his face, into his mouth, and he just like bolt upright, shriek, wakes up at like 2 a.m, just screaming and like pulling at the covers, like trying to get the spiders off.
Like Jonathan's jumps up right out of bed, ready to fight people. It's like he can't tell
Nut
what's
kick.
going on. All he sees
Spider groins. Kick him.
He's got to stop. I got to stop him. Nut kick. It's the
Get
only
him
way.
off me! Get him off me!
Save
Get him
thousands of
off me!
Yeah, come over and yank the covers off, throw them away, looking for somebody underneath there besides Lester. Nothing.
I guess if you get close enough, I guess like I don't know if he would like try to grapple with you, like I don't know, like awake and aware he is in the dark.
I mean,
You-
probably not great.
Yeah. I assume you might have to like tackle me or whatever, like fucking grab me.
Pull the blanket off, and it's just you, and it's like you start grabbing for him, and grab the blanket back and wrap you back up in it.
I think we need a deck pull here. A little deck pull? Let's get a deck going.
Well, wait, you said deck, right? Okay. Never mind.
That is an
It's
initiative, right? in
a
this
whole
game?
different movie,
Is that-
a whole different game.
It's a totally different game.
Yeah, you get them all settled down.
Yeah.
I guess,
It's like,
yeah.
It takes him a little while. Like at this point, though, I think nothing really surprises Jonathan. He's like, "Oh, one of our guys is dead. This guy's terrified of everything." We could probably hear Cyrus screaming in the other room.
Yeah,
anyway.
the other guy
Like,
just screams bloody murder all
Right.
night.
We've got a solid team. I don't know what you want. Like,
Yeah.
we all have baggage.
Totally legit.
Jonathan's like, where the fuck? I came out here for like a reason, and fuck, right?
Yeah, he's
Came
keeping
out
it all
for
written down,
adventure.
right? He's gonna write his own book here real soon and get it published.
Right.
That's why he's got 2 journals.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. So one rough.
Okay.
night.
So, yes. Meat procured. Night terrors had. Nightmares had. Lester is pretty exhausted by the time you calm him down from his spider nightmare. So he has fallen asleep, and before Johnathan falls asleep, you just hear sort of from the window.
Murder. Jonathan Young.
Oh, that's disturbing. Do I see anything at the window?
Do you go look out? Do you go look out the window?
Well, like right out from where I am, I don't see anything.
Oh, no, not like there's nothing standing at the. You're yes, there's nothing at the window now.
Then I will. I'll take.
I would say you're on the second story. I guess I didn't point that out, but you would probably be on the second story of most of these buildings.
Sure, right, but I mean,
but yeah, so like there's nothing hovering outside your window.
Got it. Okay. I will kind of like stay in the shadow, kind of like move closer to the window. I'll take my shotgun with me just in case.
Sure. You look out the window. Give me a notice check.
All right. Hold on, I forgot what notice looks like. Oh, not great.
Ooh,
Sounds pretty good.
right?
21.
Wow. That's
He just points.
mean. Okay.
This might be bad for you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We need one more person with night terrors.
Yeah, like for sure.
It's like Cthulhu when the GM rolls for intelligence,
Unfortunately-
and you're like, "I pass," and he's like, "You don't want to pass."
Yeah, unfortunately, you literally see so what you start looking and you see sort of this sort of hazy figure in the shadows right before your eyes seem to adjust very well, and you see hooded sort of gunslinger type outfit, wraith looking creature.
Okay.
So you need to give me a fear check at a -2.
And that is a what?
It's
Spirit.
Vigor.
Is it?
Spirit. Yeah.
I think it's spirit.
It's spirit, I'm pretty sure.
At a -2.
Yeah.
So that's a 3.
That is a fail.
Yeah.
You are petrified at this thing. It definitely looks ominous and from, hell type, creature. Something you've never seen before. Absolutely. Saying you feel malice sort of
Got it.
resonate off of it. And then I'm trying to figure out what it's in Deadlands to tell you what that does to you, because I believe you have to roll a check to see if you
on
get
the
like
fear
a
tape
phobia or something. Yeah. So I'm just trying to look real quick at that rule.
Jonathan starts screaming.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, everyone's gonna be just like fucking just screaming their heads off constantly.
That should just be the result. Like, forget the roll. He said they were all screaming.
I mean, that's
all three of you. It's a chorus of screaming.
Jacob's just like, fuck me.
Yeah, like
what have I gotten myself into?
I mean, it's roughly human shape. Was it hooded? Is it wearing a hat?
It looks like it's like a sort of like gunslinging leathers or whatever, but then sort of like a cloak with a hood. You can't see the face at all.
Okay.
And it looks like its feet aren't solid. So, like it is hovering-ish, but is sort of like, yeah.
Got it. Terrifying.
Yeah. So you need to roll on the fear table. Just roll a d20 and add the fear penalty to the roll. So that's a d20 plus 2.
Okay. And plus 2, 11, 12, 13. That
13. The mark of fear. This is awesome. You see this creature, by the way, who's like, as you, like right before it flashes to disappear.
Uh-huh.
And then it vanishes. You get a mark of fear. You're stunned, and you suffer a cosmetic physical alteration. A white streak forms in your hair. An eye twitches constantly. Some permanent physical thing that has manifested because of how terrifying that thing was.
I don't know. I think the white streak in the hair could be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. It just like forms like right like just off to the part, but like right down the middle.
Yep. There you go.
All right.
You are petrified for a bit, and then I'd say you sleep restlessly. So I'd say I'm just gonna say you're gonna get the negative. Is it the -1 to vigor if you don't sleep well? It's right.
I think it's a -1. I think it's fatigue, right? It's like a level of fatigue, so you're -1.
Oh, that's right. You'll
everything.
have a level of fatigue. Yeah, you'll have a level of fatigue. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you got horrified to your absolute core.
And it's my fault because I woke him up.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
And you had a dream about your wife, and I didn't. I had that planned before you even did that. It's weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like these synchronicities. It's freaking me out. The Matrix is breaking down.
I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Everything's breaking down. Anyway, awesome. Then you wake up, quote unquote, stumble out at 7. I don't know. Like at some point, you all meet up. After that,
everyone is exhausted. Jacob goes around knocking on doors. Get your lazy asses up.
So, I mean, I'm sure we all heard each other screaming. So, like, we just sit down at the table and just kind of look around the table at everyone. Like, this is not starting off well.
What'd you do to your hair there? Where did they get time to go to the salon with 1-0?
Oh, fuck. Would he even notice? Like, I mean, did we fucking even like mirrors?
I think you would have mirrors in a hotel. I think you would have at least a hand mirror.
Probably have
I think you'd have a
yeah.
mirror.
Yeah,
or if you didn't wash up, maybe. Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm not sure, but Lester had a bit of an episode.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to wake you up. I just so sometimes sometimes they get to me a little bit. It's been a little while, but I apologize.
Well, after seeing what I've seen, it is possible that being here may make it a little worse for all of us. But anyway, I've heard somebody calling to me, and when I went to see, there was a figure that did not look natural. That seemed that I had gotten their attention. And I think it might have given me a bit of a fright. And he'll kind of like run his hand through his hair.
Wow. What outside your window, what did it look like?
Oh, well, I mean, it was on the ground, right? It was like on the corner on the building. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like in a little sort of shadowy. So like normally there might be like a street lamp post, like a candle lamp, like an oil lamp post. It's not like electric lights or anything. I guess. Anyway, but yeah, like you kind of see it, but like it was one of those like it came into vision and you're like, oh fuck, like that's not good.
So, like I mean, it looked like it could have stood like a person, but there was just something off about it. And the fact that I could hear it, like that was, it definitely wasn't natural. It kind of was hooded and like there was a blur to its form. It just, yeah.
What was it saying to you?
It called my name.
Oh, that's good. So it's definitely talking to you. It's just...
Yes. And then it just kept repeating murder. So I don't know. So that's something we should probably watch out for.
Now, was it telling you to murder, or was it telling you to get murdered?
Yeah, was there like a willing up inside of you with like a desire to murder?
Maybe it's going to murder you.
Oh,
I feel like that's probably the more likely intention.
Do you think it knows we're reckoning to go up and look at Boot Hill? You think maybe it's a creature that's done stealing all the bodies?
Maybe.
wait a minute. Do you think maybe it's come for you about the whole Alistair situation? God, this could be where we stake out, like tonight.
Just hang out at our hotel.
But do it like I almost just asked if Lord of the Rings was out yet. Like we'll like wait up and then we'll see if we can all see it.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea. Maybe get some rest during the day. At this point, I feel like I've just like taken like if they have a coffee pot, it's probably just sitting on the table.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Yeah, we get coffee.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
this has been pretty eventful, I think. We're in the right place. I think we're in the right place.
or the wrong place. That's
the only places that we want to be are technically the wrong place. Right. So the wrong place for a lot of people is the right place for us.
I reckon that's true. We go over talking to Molly today. I mean, that shouldn't be too strenuous, I hadn't imagine.
I mean, I hope not, but yeah. I think that's a good first step once we get awake and everybody's ready.
Yeah, let's do that, and then okay.
Do we all want to go? Is that going to be a little too overwhelming? Is there anything else we need to look into?
I think maybe 4 armed men showing up at her home ain't particularly the right idea.
I imagine not. Not even a place like Dodge City.
I mean, is there anything else? You could probably find Nathan and visit some of the other bars.
Right. Yeah, we could probably find Nathan going on.
I mean, we could just walk around the town, right? Maybe the two of us go just walk around. Maybe go over, take a look at Boot Hill during the day, see what's going on, if anything.
What? Well, just hold on. Back to this like murder wraith. Where was it standing? Like, can we maybe go look at where it was standing?
Where it was standing?
Yeah.
I think that might be a good idea. The murder wraith.
Sure.
Is the description that Johnathan gave, or like maybe even Johnathan, was this already covered? Like, would he have recognized it as something?
Actually, that's a really good point.
Like from this.
I don't know if you have a description of what that entity is,
or like would Lester recognize it from the description? Like, is it one of those things?
I do have a couple.
I don't
so
think
Jacob does have a couple levels in occult,
right? Like, it would be a like -4 just from that description. Like, I think.
Yeah.
To know that.
Throwing up
offhand,
like the
but sure.
basic description that Johnathan had. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the cult
See?
too.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a
always
cult.
try.
I don't have it.
Go
can always-
for it. I mean,
can
you
always
can each roll
explode.
for it. That's that. Yeah.
Oh no, it's a 0.
I mean, at some point, like this is pretty rare shit, and you're not around unless
You
you, have
just
some
think-
kind of lore.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just think Jonathan's lying. He's like, that fucking guy's lying. He's fucking...
That dude's full of
Never
shit.
heard of it.
Well,
-1.
Some dude in a hood coming back from cattle rustling.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Agreed.
you've not heard of this particular. You don't know what it is, like by offhand, like, but it does sound very specific. Like it is a very specific description, like so.
Something
That is
specific to Dodge City, maybe?
As
Who are you talking to?
I'm throwing it out to the table. I don't know what it is. Jacob don't know what it is. Maybe it's something that's specific to this area here that's raising the fear level. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, tell you what. How about since it ain't quite right for all of us to go talk to this lady? Why don't a couple of us go ahead and talk to her? Then another couple of us, we can head maybe back to the newspaper and just see if they've caught up on any reports of a hooded cowboy, screaming murder at people.
I mean, yeah.
As you're discussing, sort of like just average looking, like 20-year-old girl runs in, and is like, "Hey, y'all! Bud Simmons been hanged in the town square." And then
shit.
everyone sort of jaw drops, and then she runs. She's like, "Come on!" And like she's like sprints back over.
Yeah.
Cyrus is
Yeah, I'll
just
take
around
go
like,
for
"God, this is a gold mine. We've like struck. We've like hit it. Let's go."
Is Bill Simmons? Did you say Jim Simmons? But
Bill.
Bill?
I thought it was
Bill?
Bud Simmons. I think I
Bud?
said Bud Simmons.
Okay.
Did I write it? Yeah, it's Bud Simmons.
Okay.
He if you go check it out?
Oh yeah.
There's people are crowded around. It looks like he was hanged from a tree that's in the town square, with the word thief carved into his chest.
Oh, I feel like I got to make a
Damn.
roll now.
Yeah, actually, all of you would probably need to make a roll, and you're in a fear zone, so it's a -2 because of the fear.
Damn it.
Also, so
I got a 5. Do I get?
Oh.
Is it more than a -2? Just because the
Oh, wait.
situation, just because of what the situation is.
oh, for you, I guess yeah. I would probably do a -4 for you if you actually recognize what that is. Like
Okay,
what-
so
or
then
what it
a,
is.
I got a 3 then, so I fail.
Yeah,
so
so you're
I-
going to be a D20 plus 4.
I have to go get one.
What kind of roll is this?
Yeah.
It's a fear check. The rest of you would just be at a -2 for seeing like a body hung and carved.
What do
with
you
a
use for
wood.
fear?
That spirit?
Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm already at a
-2.
-2.
Oh, this is
So I'm
not
at
-2.
a minus 3.
Oh, you're in yeah. Everyone's at an. Oh, actually, would have been at a -6, Lester.
Oh, all right. Well, I got like a 0.
Anyway,
I mean, roll a wild die, right? Wild die. on
Yep.
it?
Yep. Of course. Yep. Of course.
6.
My fear table rolls an 11.
Okay. 11's not bad.
7 plus 4.
What's
11
the modifier to the fear table?
-4.
minus
always
4
okay.
is your current. Oh, wait, what? Oh no, it's plus for you. It's whatever the negative you had. It's plus
Right.
that, so it would be a +4 for you. John, it would have been a
Oh,
plus
gotcha,
6 actually.
Oh, plus 6. Okay, that's going to be a 13 then.
Oh no, then you got the same. You got a physical change as well. So, but I don't think you can get a
God.
black streak now. I think you have to have some other. Like you are now shook to your core because the thing that killed your wife has strung someone.
What
else.
about a twitch?
I think that's what I was thinking, like
A twitch is
a
good.
tick or a
I like a
twitch.
twitch. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a tick is good. Whatever you want it to be.
I think it's like a facial tick, right? So like he just kind of like his head like shakes a little bit, like his eye twitches, whatever. And
Yeah.
I think he falls to both knees and just starts like to hyperventilate, like on his knees, hands on the ground, and just like starts to hyperventilate. And then, like has this fucking twitch going on.
Mhm. Well, kind of. This is. I mean, does anybody else like? Because the whole half the town's out here at this point, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, I would say people are like there's a woman that fainted. There's someone
Yeah, okay.
screaming. And then a larger man, fairly stout, wearing a duster. He's pretty calm as he walks up and he's like, everyone, please go home. I've got everything under control here. There's nothing to worry about. I'll answer all your questions now. Just settle down. You see Deputy Hank and some other folks start going to get a stool and take the body on, whatever. People are freaking out. He's trying to get the situation under control.
It's the same. It's the same as her. I swear it's the same thing. It's got to be the same.
What's the same, Lester?
They hung her, Cyrus. They hung her.
Who hung her?
I don't know whoever did this.
All right. Cyrus
It was the same. It said Texas. They cut Texas into her, Cyrus. They cut Texas into her. And he's grabbing at your pants.
What the? I'm helping, trying to calm you down and help you. Neil, I got a 13 on my fear check. That's with the -3.
Oh, then you are not at all. You're I've seen shit cut up worse than that.
Yeah. Yes, this is nothing. So is
You're
there
fine.
but is that's are there raises for stuff like that?
Not
or no?
Really.
It's
I
a super
didn't know
pass.
when a raise comes into play, because if I can
Only
take a
if it's
raise and,
you
heal
can't
him.
really be most. Yeah, I don't know if you're being extra brave is helping anyone else. I could say you could. Okay, Jacob 6 is you are unbothered by this cruelty. You're whatever, man. I'm
Jacob's
dead.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Dude, I am dead. I don't fucking feel sympathy for this asshole. I have to walk my ass around
I
still.
am
He doesn't have to work
devoid
anymore.
of sympathy. I literally cannot feel
it. So,
Lester, you got to pull yourself together.
2 you
Jonathan got a
roll on the
2.
fear table. Yeah, you have to roll fear table again plus 4.
Oh no!
Plus, okay,
Yeah.
and it is an 8.
Oh, that's probably nothing. An 8 is wrong book. Wrong core book.
Core?
So we're playing Savage Worlds.
I know. Damn. Where did it go? Oh, I just lost it.
Amen to that, brother.
God damn it. Where is it? Just had it. Now, I lost the table. Damn you, electronic.
I was even less than that because I had a -1 for fatigue.
Jesus.
Oh, yikes.
Because it would have been -7.
Oh,
Did we just
jeez.
lose a couple PCs?
Wait. Okay, there you go. So 14 to 15 is frightened, not permanent thing. Ugh. It's gone again. There we go. It's frightened as you gain the hesitant hindrance for the remainder of the encounter. So that doesn't really do much.
Okay.
That's you can say for the rest
Good,
of
so
the
it's
day.
permanent.
Yeah, I can say for the rest of the day. Hesitant.
What
Yeah,
what does that do?
that's a great fucking question, man. That's probably in this book too. I'm looking it up now. Well, let's find it. Let's find out. Let's find out
So
together.
no tick then?
You hesitate in stressful situations. Draw 2 action cards in combat and act on the lowest. If you draw a joker, use it normally and ignore the hindrance for the round. Hence, this being a minor hindrance, it actually increases your chances of drawing a joker.
So how does that interact with my quick? Because I get 2 cards and has to be above a. I guess it still has to be above a 5. I would imagine.
Well, hesitant characters cannot take quick or level-headed edges, which means you do not have that available while you are hesitant. I'm going to make that ruling.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
We're
hesitant for the
getting
day.
sassy in Dodge City now, guys. Dodge City is dangerous. The stakes have been increased for your season now. Get your shit together. Act like it. Act like you've been here before.
It'd be great
So-
if you could apply that voice to a character.
Yeah.
That's like talking shit to us all the time.
So no
there
tick then though.
There actually is a prospect.
Yeah, some old
character.
coot on his,
Yeah, so no tick. No tick.
Yelling
You
at
don't get
the
a tick.
crowd right now. Like, come on, we see people hung all the time in this fucking town.
Yeah. And then Jonathan, you said you got an 8, right? Did we
An
go
8,
through
yep.
yours?
Yeah, 8. Haven't got anything yet.
Yeah, that's what I was just. I lost the table again because I went to the other table. There we go. An 8 is vulnerable until the end of your next turn, so that's not really a big one. Anything under 12 is really not a permanent.
Not bad.
It's just like a super minor thing. So you're just shook for a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty startling. What are you guys gonna do? People are dispersing.
Get Lester out of here. First of all.
I was gonna say.
Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here.
We got to stop him, Cyrus. We got to. I mean, if he's here, I don't want to fucking kill him. This is what I want to do. I want to kill him.
Who did it?
Whoever that is, whoever done that,
It sounded like you knew who it was. So I was.
got to be the same man.
All right, who's the man?
You notice the sheriff's walking over towards you.
The sheriff? Is he the man?
Mhm.
I don't know, Cyrus.
Okay, just take a deep breath. Breathe with me now. Breathe. Just take a deep breath. Okay, that's not like with me. Like saying.
Now, how we doing here, gentlemen? Seems like your friend's having some trouble here.
Yeah, he's a little startled by this, startling image that's in front of us here.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice he started yelling about murders, and looks like that's what we might have right here. So, I mean, the law didn't do this, even though it is legal for rustlers and murderers. And he was a rustler. That's Johnathan. You notice it is one of the guys that was in the bounty board.
Okay. So, but this wasn't something
For
this
cattle
obvious-
rustling, thieving.
right? But this obviously wasn't something that your office took care of. I'm assuming Sheriff Adler.
God, no. That's not how we work around here. We follow the law.
Yeah. I
Now,
believe
granted, if he were arrested, he was wanted dead or alive, but this isn't really a bounty situation, it didn't seem. So,
so nobody's
I don't like
claimed
people. Well, not yet. I just got on the scene and didn't find out about it till this morning. But by the way, Sheriff Adler, who might you be?
Guys, don't show your badge. Do not.
Are you like steered me away? Like, did you just have
I'm
me
trying to
turned away from him?
Yeah, I don't want you looking at this anymore, and I certainly don't think you're capable of speaking to this man.
Yeah. So it's just me and Jacob there while you're
Like,
moving
come on,
away.
let's go for a walk. Let's get the fuck. Come on.
I don't know. I might need to talk to your friend there a minute, but he was yelling something. I thought I heard he sounded like he was yelling some curses about someone. He doesn't know anything about this, does he? I haven't seen you around here, like
you
I
see,
said.
he's of a very sensitive nature, and just seeing the murder that was obviously portrayed here, he was He was just a little overwhelmed, is all.
Huh. He looks like he'd be tougher than that.
You'd be surprised.
In most
Some
situations.
fancy iron strapped to your side. A little bit of blood's gonna shake you up, son.
He was murdered, and I know somebody that got murdered the same way.
Oh, Lester.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Cyrus, you were supposed to keep him away.
That's what I thought I was doing. Let's get the fuck. We're not answering any more questions.
Well, anyway, you boys, I haven't seen your faces around here before, so
we just rode into town on the rails yesterday afternoon.
And is there anyone who can account for your whereabouts last night? Now,
I believe
it's actually interesting where everyone in the hotel can probably.
I was going to say,
all
like
were
a whole-
screaming horrifically.
Shitload of people.
I believe if you were to speak to Roy at these Hotel Scuttlebutt, he could account for our whereabouts last night. Johnathan Young, by the way, I believe that I might have spoke to your deputy yesterday.
Pleasure. Shakes your hand.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, he didn't mention it to me, but pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I'll go talk to old Roy. If you're okay by him, I feel like you're probably okay, folk. But stuff like this doesn't happen all the time around here. So you better believe I'm going to be looking into it. And you better keep your noses clean too. I never know what happens with a stranger. There's a lot of them around here, but I'm going to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen anymore.
We assure you that we had nothing to do with this, and we're not going to make any trouble for you, Sheriff.
All right. Well, that's what I like to hear. Thank you so much, gentlemen, and try to have a pleasant day. And if you hear anything about what might have happened, surely you can let me or I'll make sure I let my deputy know that you should come talk to me if you find anything out. But I'm going to go take care of this now. So he's like, all right, people, hush down. And he's like, calm you. And they're like, people are like, oh my God, what's happening? And he's trying to, so yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Is there anybody from the paper?
Yeah, the girl that came in and yelled into the saloon is a reporter with the paper. She has like a newsy type thing. She's talking. She has like a notepad, like scribbling down notes from people that she, like. And when did you see it? And what time was that? What time did you wake up this morning? So it had to be before this time. Okay. So yeah, she's sort of going through details with people.
Got it. I just kind of want to listen in. Does anybody sound like they're giving her any information that's worth anything?
No. I mean, they just all of them showed up. I mean, it happened before sunup for sure. But everyone that was up was pretty much up at sunup, not really before, and it's pretty quiet. So no one really saw anything that actually happened in this case.
Got it.
Which is suspiciously terrifying as well, that no one would have seen any, that's also terrifying.
That's what yeah.
Where did this guy come from? He's like a rustler. He shows up dead in the square, hung. So that's not great. It's not good that no one saw anything, so.
So something Cyrus suggested over the table this morning as to, what the intentions were of the figure that I saw. And maybe it is out for justice or revenge, or the sheriff said this. I mean, he was a criminal.
I mean, coincidence? I don't know why. I don't think we should assume coincidence here. So I don't know.
Well, if the
Well,
motherfucker,
I mean,
the
at
king,
this point, I am a little bit torn because on one hand, we do have some kind of spirit, right? A malevolent spirit killing people. On the other hand, though, this person was a criminal.
Damn.
you think it's two different things? Because if the man,
Well, no, I'm saying it is the same thing. Like it very well could be that the hooded figure that Johnathan saw last night did indeed kill this man. But I mean, it's a spirit that killed a criminal.
so I lunge towards you and I grab your
I
coat
no.
I jump
and
in.
I say,
no.
Come on,
"She
come on.
wasn't no criminal,
Yeah.
Jacob, and
I
they
think the
fucking killed her."
I think what Lester's trying to
Give
get
me
at.
give me a second.
No.
Oh. All right.
Shit.
Hold on.
Cyrus
gotta do
does
a
try to
thing.
get in the middle of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I hope the Manitou doesn't come out because that's possible.
Yeah, or the man of three.
Unfortunately for you guys, and you don't know that. That's not a thing the characters know at all. Oh no.
I don't like that.
All right. So yeah, everyone within 5 feet. Everyone let's see. Everyone who can see things clearly within 10 yards must make an immediate fear check at -2.
Jesus.
This day just
God
went
damn
right
it.
up. This whole thing.
With another -2 for the fear level of the police.
So
I'm
negative.
at
negative four?
-5.
I'll be at -5 too then.
This is where this game gets scary.
Be
I am at 0.
Well,
yeah. I'm at like, I think I'm at like
D20s plus-
-1.
negative
anything
two.
that's not a
-2.
4, anything that's not a 4 is I mean, I guess I don't well no, you get a -2 because of your power. Yeah, it stacks. It has to stack. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
It's real scary out here. It's a D20 plus 4 for all of you. And then let me know what you get.
D20.
7, vulnerable until the end of your next turn.
14.
Frightened.
You
so
like
you're
that 14,
hesitant.
don't you?
Uh-oh. The character gains hesitant like you got, but then if you already have it, you're panicked instead.
Oh no.
I think I just
And-
like shove you and I just run. Like I just take
Oh, well,
off.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to run yet.
Yeah,
Right.
I gotta
Oh, wait,
see what
there's more.
panic lets you. Panic makes you. Oh, the character immediately moves your full pace plus running die away from the danger and is shaken. Yeah, he sprints away from you.
Yeah, so
As fast
you
as
like
possible.
Lester when Lester like lunges for Jacob, like there's like a full I got malevolence. So the Herod's allies
no.
witness the true demonic nature of the Manitou.
No. Oh
So you-
no.
so,
So now
like-
they.
Yeah, so like his eyes go like a purplish black. You see almost like a demonic face like projected over his.
He's a devil! He's a devil! He's just running.
You just. Just. That's
Oh, good.
wild. That's no good. Everyone else has a D20 plus 4. Oh, Johnathan, you got
had
vulnerable, right? Till
Yep,
the end of your
yep.
next turn.
Yeah.
And then what is Cyrus?
24.
There's
Your
no
heart
way,
explodes.
Is that good?
right? Like, did you actually get a roll of 20? There's no way. Did you?
yeah, I'm supposed to add 4 to it, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a fucking 20. On
I
a
didn't just
D20.
kill Cyrus, did I?
This is the best episode yet, and it's so bad.
I like how we
attack.
have all these. We did all of this work, right? We have
It's
all
literally
these
a
leads.
heart attack.
We're doing all of these
a
wonderful
heart
things.
attack.
It's all just coming, it's falling apart.
No, I'm serious. It literally is a heart attack.
It's falling apart.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Take him to the doctor. Give him
So-
some opium.
Don't take me to
So-
a goddamn doctor.
You're so overwhelmed with fear that your heart stutters and you have to make an immediate vigor roll at
kidding me?
-2.
All right, so you're not dead.
Yet.
No,
That's
No, you have to
You
do a
just make
vigor
vigor
roll.
roll. You can
just
say
go get the
Just figure
defibrillator
At
from
-2.
You're
At
fine.
-2. But yes, your heart literally stops when you see that face
Yeah,
for a second.
Yeah, I think in
Now,
some weird
now
way,
let's see what happens.
since finding out that Jacob was dead, Cyrus has sort of been like waiting for this moment. You know, like I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle
Yeah.
it if I ever see
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. All right, so
Yeah.
what the hell? I'm doing a vigor roll.
Yep, a
God.
vigor
Well, okay,
at -2.
Okay, I've got a D8 in vigor.
see, you're fine.
It's gonna be
You'll
fine.
be fine.
Roll an
You'll
8.
be
Roll an
fine.
8.
So I didn't do that. So it's a
Remember, you get
minus
the
2.
D6 too, though.
I rolled the
Minus
D6.
2.
The D6 was the
Oh,
highest
okay.
with a 3, so it's a 1.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. You have a heart
that-
attack.
Is that good? Is it good?
You're incapacitated and
Okay.
die in 2d6 rounds.
It's okay. All right. Okay.
Oh,
So now do I roll 2d6? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
please roll 12.
If you,
Please
Wait,
roll
I do?
12.
if you want to roll them, yes, or I will roll them. in
I have
Deadlands
healing.
Session.
I die in 2d6
You-
rounds. So I have to roll.
Yes.
I roll the 2d6 to figure
You
out
roll
how many rounds I
2d6 and
die
tell
in.
me, and that's how many rounds before you die. And it says in the latter case, a healing roll at -4 saves your life, but you're
But a round is like
incapacitated.
3 hours long, right? So 2d6.
No.
Oh, 7. I got to
Okay, you have 7.
Do I add them? I add them together? Or
Yes,
is that-
yes, you add them together.
So a
Yes.
6 on
So-
one and then a 1 on the other for a 7. Just extremes all the way around.
Yeah.
Does the 6 does it explode for this?
Oh,
No,
or is this like a separate
not on like
thingy?
a. It's not.
This is
a,
just
yeah, it's not
determining a
really
value.
explode,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a. Yeah, I don't think it does. So you have 7 rounds before you die of a heart attack.
I've never
Cyrus
had a
keels
character
over.
actually die in a game before, so this is pretty interesting.
So yeah, actually, I'll yell out, Lester, Cyrus.
He's gone.
Oh fuck! I forgot you ran an entire
Yeah.
turn away.
Yeah.
A whole round? Oh, he was, so he's
Yeah,
got
he
7
ran
rounds.
an entire round away.
So he's got
for
6 rounds
sure.
to get his shit together and come back here. and heal my
That's
ass.
correct.
Cool.
And you're shaken, Lester.
I think maybe like
You could still move while shaken.
Correct.
Yeah.
Can I move
So
towards him?
at this point, there's no. Well, that depends. Is Jacob in control still, or is it Manitou in control?
I never lost control, right?
Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Sure.
Yeah.
that's real reassuring.
So yes, I'm gonna say we're gonna act in turns based on like what are you going to do. So we're not doing like initiative turns. So Cyrus is on the ground.
Oh well, let me
Jacob
roll my
scared the shit
D6.
out of you guys.
Jesus Christ.
So I move my pace +2 away. So I'm probably still within yelling distance then,
I would imagine. What's your
right?
pace?
Because what is
Yeah.
that? 30 feet plus 2 is 40 feet or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's not great. I mean, if Jacob yells out, I don't think I would respond. I don't. Right? Like he's the source of fear. If he yelled out, I don't think I would turn around and come back.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Why?
that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna scare the shit out of you. No, come back.
Does
though.
anyone else have healing?
No.
Or is anyone else gonna like I will just
Not
kinda maybe point out
anymore.
the hint that so far nobody has yelled for a doctor.
well, we
or
are waiting to
anything.
get. That's what I was going to ask. Is like,
Yes.
there was a
Yes,
murder.
Johnathan definitely has a
there-
turn, so
Yeah, was there? Did like the doctors show up? Like, there's a dead body.
give me
Well, unless the sheriff
a
fails his spirit roll, did he have to do it too?
I mean,
the sheriff didn't
technically,
see it.
everybody
No, he
who
would-
witnessed me within
Yeah.
10 yards needs to make a peer check.
Well, he was walking away, and everyone was focused on
Okay.
him, so no one else saw it. No. If you yell out, "Is there a doctor?" you see the sheriff look, see Cyrus is in distress in some way, and he's going to run. It looks like he's running with a purpose in near the toward town square, toward
somewhere
somewhere on purpose.
that I assume.
I'm gonna grab Cyrus then and
Sure.
pull him up like baby carry him and
Okay.
follow the sheriff.
Okay. Gosh, I have no idea how encumbrance works, but let's just say you're gonna have to give me a
I mean, he is dead.
strength roll.
I think that makes
You know,
it work.
Yeah,
that's
dead
not
weight.
better. Yeah.
Literally
Right, yeah.
dead weight.
I was thinking, I think you're gonna have to see how much your pace is hindered.
Can I assist him with it?
7.
or help?
Yeah, you can assist.
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah, you could, which is
All
a +1.
8 then.
Oh, so then I'm gonna say that's like a raise, right? So
Yeah.
raise, right?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you and Johnathan carry him at whoever has the minimum pace plus whatever the run speed is. You run him toward where the mayor's
I'm
going.
6.
So
So
is mine. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Okay. So you guys run, whatever your base speed plus 6 feet or whatever the hell, or yards,
Yeah.
meters,
Got it.
whatever the hell it's in. You run and you catch up to the sheriff. Or you're right behind the sheriff.
Okay.
That would be another round then. What's Lester doing that round, actually? You said you're not going to go toward them, but then what are you going to do?
I mean, I feel like he just keeps running, right? He winds up in the fucking stable under the hay or something, right? Just fucking screaming and babbling. He's
Okay.
a fucking devil. I saw his face. He was the devil.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you run into a barn or a stable and you hide, freaking out. The next turn. So we're on turn
He may not be cut out for this.
two of your 7.
Don't you make fun of me.
No, I said we.
I'm gonna say at this point, I'm just gonna say we're gonna burn a turn because the mayor is yelling in here,
Burn a turn?
in here.
Okay.
I don't have
And
that many
so you
turns to
take it-
burn.
Well, I know, but you gotta. I'm not gonna make you make a roll to get him into the doctor's office. I mean, I guess we could if you really want to, because that just means do you burn 1 turn or 2? Jesse,
Just
probably
one,
wants to roll.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll take it to there. So I am gonna do. The doctor's like, "What's going on in here?" Actually, what is the
So,
doctor gonna sound like? I didn't actually do a good
is there,
doctor
like-
voice yet, so-
Is there a table or something? I'm assuming there's a table.
Yeah. There's an exam
Yeah.
table. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'll drop him on the
"Get in
table.
here,
and
get in
he just-
here."
I'll say he just dropped.
Oh my god, this man. He takes his pulse. He's having a heart attack.
Leeches, laudanum.
I don't know what he would do. I think he would start pounding on it. He kind of I don't know if they actually did do compressions or whatever. Maybe he would just die, but he does whatever you do. He's he needs to do cocaine about it or whatever.
Sounds like a plan.
The heroin. I don't know. But I'm just gonna do a roll on here. He's a really good doctor, actually, and a wild card, so he gets a D6.
Ooh.
Holy fuck.
-3.
It's pretty good. No, he got a 15.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Literally
Sorry.
raising me.
Oh no, he got a 15. He rolled a 10 on the 10 and got another 5. So he got a 15. Or no, I got a 4, so it was 19 total. He's a really good doctor. He takes a vial off the shelf. Oh yeah, this is even better. He takes this little vial off the shelf and puts it under your tongue, and holds it there, and then your heart starts relaxing and you calm down, and then suddenly you start breathing normally again. And
what the fuck?
Like, that's right. Ghost rock.
What the fuck? Oh, you.
It's a miracle drug when formulated correctly.
Fuck.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh.
He
I
just
think-
drops
That's what
it.
he did. Here's your ghost rock. I'm out.
Just pieces out.
I think he just pulled an Archie Bunker where they're like, Ghost Rock saved your life.
I gotta see what that does. That does something. Oh, you know what that fucks with? My
Hmm.
old ways oath.
Right, yeah.
So I do not get a free spirit re-roll. Noises
Oh.
going on.
There he is.
You're
Sorry,
here.
my volume went out again, or like my audio.
Weird.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't know that did anything to you, but I don't think they had nitroglycerin necessarily tablets, so I think it's more fun to make it like a Ghost Rock nitro.
Oh, I think
pill
it's
that-
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
which I love, and I forgot that fucked with your.
If the oath taker uses an item powered by ghost, if I use it,
I mean, technically,
I
saves your
lose the spirit's support. If the mortal violates the agreement, your hero has pledged to forego modern technology. Those who remain true to their vows get a free reroll on any spirit roll. If the mortal violates the agreement, however, the spirits withdraw this advantage for 24 hours. If the oath taker uses an item powered by Ghost Rock, a noxious and cancerous substance to nature spirits, their support is withdrawn for a week.
I mean, you didn't choose to do it. It was given to
Correct.
you while you were unconscious.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I was in front of the nature spirits and, I was on trial, I feel like I could make a case.
I feel like it's a 24-hour because it saves your life still.
The spirits leave me for 24 hours.
The spirits wanted you to die. Like,
Yeah, they
if
did.
you would have died without it. And so, I mean, technically, I guess I don't want to penalize you for a critical. So I guess I didn't realize it was going to fuck with you. So let's not. We don't have to
you
say that.
penalize the shit for critical. Come on. Yeah, that's when to penalize, right? Not that I'm like arguing for it, but yeah, I mean, yeah. This,
Well,
It's just
no.
not-
I critically,
No,
I
hurt me.
critically succeeded as the
Oh.
doctor
gotcha.
by a lot. So, like, I feel like he should be able to treat you better, not give you a curse. It just feels
Yeah.
unfair
No,
a little
that's-
bit. So
I
maybe he does have nitroglycerin, although that's still like not an old way.
I don't
Uh,
think
No, I think that makes sense. Like Ghost Rock.
Well, I was
But
saying,
I guess. Oh, here's what I will
So-
do. Isn't there a Ghost Rock drug that like gives you bonuses? Go ahead, Jesse.
so if he is a really good doctor, so defibrillation was invented in 1792, and then artificial ventilation was invented in
wow.
1856. So,
Oh, so maybe he literally shocks you back with like
right, yeah.
these electrodes,
Okay.
and it restarts your heart. Even though technically, and you were an AFib, I guess, not flatline, because
Beefib.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So like,
Well, you defibrillate
like-
it to flatline them so that you can reset it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they knew epinephrine was then, but anyway, yes, you come.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll say he shocks you, and you jerk back away, like you're back.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Where is he? Where the fuck is he? I'm looking around. I'm like grabbing around, trying to grab something.
Jonathan's got like holding his
What the
head. Like,
fuck? What the
don't
fuck?
don't look.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh, what the fuck happened, Jonathan?
We're not sure. You fell down, and we brought you to the doctor, and he cranked that little box over there, and you're back. That's what the important.
There wasn't any ghost rock. Was there no ghost rock, right? There was no ghost rock in there?
In the box? I don't think there's ghost
Turn
rock.
to the doctor.
Yeah, I kind of look at it and be like, no.
He's just like,
no.
he just he's like, no.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So is Jacob still looking like that or no? You're not. Are you back to normal?
No. Yeah.
Back
It was just like a brief burst.
Yeah, just a burst. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay, where's Lester? Where'd he go? Where is he? Is he still running?
Ah, I'll go find him.
Oh,
Maybe Johnathan goes to find him. Maybe Johnathan goes to find him, Jacob.
All right.
all right.
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna head out and just like, all right. Well, he was going in that direction, so
Smash cut to Lester talking to a horse, guy's arm around his neck.
Oh my god!
Did you see him? He looked like the fucking devil. The devil himself come to get me.
So bad. Oh. It's gone so poorly for you guys today. Sorry.
Has it?
yeah. You know what? First day in Dodge City was a little bit of a wash. All right. Getting our footing. That's all. That's all.
If we can survive this, we're gonna be cool the rest of the way.
Right.
So I guess I like kind of wander around in the direction Lester went until I find him.
I imagine like the guy at the stables
just
is like,
yell
what
for
the
him.
fuck are you
Like, you
doing
could,
in
like,
here?
You could just yell. They'd be like, Lester. Like,
Yeah. As I'm kind of walking down the street, people looking at me weird. Be like, sorry, just trying to find my friend. He did you see? Come
Yeah,
this
you're
way?
having a great conversation with a horse when you hear Johnathan yelling your name.
I panic. I look up over the horse's neck and I go, "That's Johnathan. He's not the devil. It might be all right unless the other one's out there. You want to come take a look?" And he'll like try to like turn the horse to like walk out with the horse.
I'm pretty sure that's what that other dude just got hanged for.
Yeah, that was the whole Jesus.
Oh, good. He'll come for all of us. It'll be fine. We can handle it. Like, hey, Lester, like, everything's okay. Is that?
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. I just talked to Cyrus. He's doing fine.
What do you mean he's doing fine? He was standing right there.
He was
Did
standing
Jacob
right
get
there.
him too?
I think the heat got to him.
He got to him. Where's
Yeah.
Jacob?
Jacob is with Cyrus. They are having a good time right now.
Are you sure that's
Okay.
safe?
Sure, absolutely. We're good.
Did you
We're
see
good.
it?
Like walk over, like pet the horse, be like, "Oh yeah. I think the heat got to Jacob too. That's all that was."
You saw it, didn't you? He looked like the devil. Did you see his face? He's just like wiping his hand in front of his face.
But you're not allowed to lie, right?
No. It says that I have a disadvantage if I have to lie.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I don't think
Yeah,
Lester would notice anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, probably not.
So-
It's probably fine.
Jonathan like
Sorry.
gets in his bag. He's like, this kind of thing happens all the time, and he pulls out. He's got one of his little his dime store novels, and it's got like this cowboy on the front of it,
Oh, nice.
and he's like looks all evil, like there's horns coming up through the hat and stuff. He's like, see, happens all the time. It's just a figment of imagination. We're good, Jacob. Like we've been how long have we been together?
I don't know. We've been together a while. I mean, I know he's dead, but you saw it.
Oh yeah. Dead people do that. He'll like flip through a couple of pages and be like, see, dead people do that.
Oh my god.
I mean, all right. I mean, I guess I'll go. And he turns to the horse. You gonna be okay? All right. He like strokes his mane.
Jonathan kind of pushes the horse a little bit to get it just like to step back where it came from. Like I don't want anybody to get confused.
It does a misdirect. It does like the clop, like
Yeah.
see you later.
Perfect.
See you later, Lester.
Smart horse. Gosh, I hope I think there is a talk with animals power at some place, so you could definitely. That would definitely be the voice.
Well, we
that's
know what
continuing to
Lester's
talk to a
working
horse.
towards.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
So yeah, I'll bring you back the whole time. I'll just like, yeah, like everything's fine now though. Everything's fine. They're taking that body out of the way, so that's gone. Cyrus is up and moving around. Everything's fine. We're gonna go sit down and we're gonna have a talk with Molly. And yeah. Today's going fine. It's going fine.
It's the opposite of fine, Johnathan. I'm feeling a little squirrely.
Right. I think all of us have just had a rough start in Dodge City. We should have went to Denver. I don't.
I mean, we're in Denver. Maybe
That
we
wasn't
should've
an
went
option.
somewhere
You were
else.
in Denver. You were not given the option to go to where you were.
Yeah, I got it.
You guys chose it. I said Pacific Northwest. I said Sioux Territory. I said Deseret. I gave you options. You chose
Yeah,
this one.
yeah, we get it, Neil. We fucked up, all right.
No, they're all this bad. That's the twist part. That's the beauty part. They're
all
all
twist.
this bad.
On a
Just
beach.
differently. That's the problem, right? It's just which way are you fucked in this set of missions?
Left, right, or center.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
All right,
we
we'll
have
get,
some good seeds in this one. This is a
yeah,
good-
we'll get back
setup.
to these two.
Yeah, so the doctor is like, so do you feel okay, young man?
I mean, I must, right?
He's taking your pulse. He's like, well, your pulse seems fine. Yeah, I would say you're looking pretty good considering you look a bit young for a heart attack.
I'm sure it was just a fluke.
Well,
I mean, I could have been wrong. Maybe it was just a heat stroke or something, but
Well, I mean, you zapped the shit out of me and it worked. So I don't know. I mean, you think you did your job? You did great. What do I owe you?
he's like, he just pats you on the shoulder. He's like, this one's free of charge, young man.
Free of fucking charge. You're gonna take my fucking buddy. Give me this free of charge bullshit.
$5.
Well,
I mean,
$5 for what? Like, what did you really do?
he literally looks at the sheriff. Sheriff is still there. The sheriff's like, why don't we walk you out, young man? He starts walking Cyrus out.
All right, where's
Unless you
Jacob?
resist.
No, I mean, I don't think I'm. I mean,
No, he'll
I
be
just-
like, let's
am I
just
just
go
back
out.
full strength?
Let's
Am I
not mess
good?
with the doctor. You're fine. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give you a +1 to all of your I would say like strength-based rolls because you're like, oh no, you did electric, not ghost rock. So if you don't have ghost rock, then I don't have to offset it. So
can I like shoot electricity out of my hands? Is that what the new power?
for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
it was a
Yeah,
critical.
yeah.
So like you don't have your level of fatigue is gone.
What was that?
Oh,
What was that?
or whatever
fucking,
your
what was that
penalty-
fucking
whatever your
movie
penalty
with
for the
the
night terror.
with
Oh.
the guy that?
Yeah. Shit.
Big Trouble in Little China.
No.
Star
where he had,
Wars?
like,
Wait, what?
Jolt? Was it Jolt?
Yeah.
Jolt?
Was it? I think
Oh,
yeah,
Crank.
something maybe
Crank.
Crank. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Crank 2 actually was the one with the electricity where he grows
That's
the
right,
size
yep.
of Godzilla.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
see
it's
that.
one of the most incredibly insane movies you'll ever see in your entire life.
Yeah.
It's pure insanity from start to finish.
I mean, I
Highly
feel,
recommend.
I feel pretty good. Maybe I'll come back to you for a little treatment one of these days. Yeah, maybe like once a week. Come back for a little zappy doodles.
The doctor's like, or the sheriff's like, yeah, sure, son,
Oof.
right this way.
Oh,
You come out as Johnathan and Lester are walking up toward the doctor's office.
oh, hey.
I stop and kind of like step behind Johnathan.
Jacob's nose will wrinkle a little bit when he sees Lester.
Oh man.
All right. I know we've had some stuff go on in the last. I mean, what was that like? 5 minutes? That just
It was a
went
day
by?
and a half.
Well, I'm talking about like since the
Oh.
since the inciting event. of the demon
yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, it's only been. Oh yeah, that's been like 5 minutes,
Okay.
10 minutes.
Why don't we just kind of take it down a notch and maybe let's go somewhere and just kind of just take a few minutes and sort of like reset, recharge, reconnect. Can we do that, Lester? Jacob?
I guess so. Sure.
Maybe discuss what just happened. Someone's got to explain it to me because I don't know exactly what happened.
Johnathan said you were better. What happened to you? He looks at Jacob.
I think maybe we should get an explanation from Jacob. Jacob, would you be okay with that?
Truth be told, I ain't exactly sure I got one.
Okay, but you don't seem all too surprised.
Well, I mean, we all know what's going on. I'm not exactly. I'm here, but I'm not here. Right.
Okay, well, I thought I did, but then that happened. So I don't know if that, I didn't realize that was part of the deal. But now that we do, I'm sure that we all have some sort of immunity to it if it happens in the future, right? Like a +2 immunity.
You might not get a penalty if you see all the same thing again.
We know it happens.
Maybe a +2 this happening again.
Yeah, I think it would be good to have the information, So did you not even know that
there's something inside of me, and quite honest, I don't really know when it's going to come out or not. And unless I apologize that it did, and it sent you skittering. But but we gotta be honest here. That might happen again, and hopefully it'll be in a more advantageous situation where I can take more control of it. And but I need to know that, and staring at Lester now, I need to know that you're going to be able to hold your shit and pucker it up and stay with us next time. Because I can't have you running off like that again, and maybe something worse happening to Cyrus or Johnathan or myself.
Look, you can't all blame me for this. You don't be fucking talking bad about her. That guy was a criminal. This ain't all me.
Okay, I don't think anyone's blaming you, Lester. Jacob, you weren't blaming Lester, right? Do you guys want to sit down on the couches?
I don't know what I was doing. I just called a spade. That was we saw a criminal. I said it was a criminal.
You're still standing outside the doctor's office.
Oh yeah, at least we're outside now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the sheriff is kind of just went back in to talk to the doctor. He's not over. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's maybe we take it somewhere else. Let's take it somewhere else. Right? Can we go back to the
there's probably one nearby.
Oh, look, there is one nearby.
Do people know that Lester's wife was killed?
No, nobody.
No, all of this is new, fun and new, and
that's what I thought. I was none of you actually know that, so yeah, I can't say oh, he just went through traumatic PTSD attack plus his friend just demon faced him bang bang right one after the other. That's really a hard hit to your psyche, and everyone's now Jacob's suck your shit up, and he's what are you talking about, dude? I just had the worst literal day since Jesus, man. Guys, I'm slack. The worst you just demon faced
Jesus.
Me.
It was hinted at a little bit, I think, in the first or second episode when
but I don't think anyone
Barrett kept saying the hanging.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. You take it somewhere else. You take it to the saloon, a saloon, probably the shittier one.
Yeah.
This is a dive bar type saloon because no one cares at this point or is paying any attention to you that way. It's pretty raucous.
I sit across the table from Jacob. I don't sit next to him.
You two are throwing some daggers at each other here.
Well, we'll go get drinks.
Yeah, get some drinks.
Later. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, Jacob, I feel like Lester was reacting to something that you were saying, right? And because of something that's going on with him that none of us know, he was applying. He was basically reacting to as if you were talking to him about something that. Lester, do you want to like?
Yeah.
What do we?
Lester, first of all, are you better?
Yeah. Like,
Well, I ain't great, if that's what you're asking, Jonathan.
No, obviously. No, I'm just saying better.
If you're fine, I'm better enough.
Okay.
He leans across the table. Well, it doesn't lean across the table. He leans to you because Jake's across the table, and he says, "If that's the man that done killed her, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him dead. There ain't no way he gonna get away. Not if we're this close."
so your wife
Bangs his hand on the table.
Okay. Your wife was killed by a man.
Well, who else would she be killed by?
Just piecing it together. Okay. So now, why did you attack Jacob exactly?
I didn't attack Jacob. Nothing. I said she was killed by a man. He said he implied that she was a criminal.
I don't know that he did. I don't think he did.
I think maybe that he was just pointing out that the hung man was a criminal. I don't know that Jacob knows the story about her. Just kind of like look over at Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob taking a long drag of a cigarette, and he'll like throw it down, stomp on it, put it out, and goes, "Lester, I ain't never know a lick about your wife or any circumstances of her passing."
Well, I don't like to talk about it none. I mean, it's not the kind of thing you share with folks.
I honestly, I don't blame you. And if anything that I said, you took as an implication of me disparaging her at all, then I do apologize for that. But you can't come at me like that again. All right? Because I don't know what'll happen the next time. And now I'm not causing that as a threat. I am literally saying I do not know what's going to happen next time.
So he looks up at you, makes eye contact, says, "All right, I accept your apology. I won't do that again. But I guess we just done have out with it then. I guess that way everybody knows." So I was out. I had a little farm before all this happened. I was married, and I was in the town, get some feed, get some supplies, come back to the house. She's not there. I go through the house is not big. I go out back, and she was done strung up on a tree. So I run to her. I thought maybe I could still save her, and I got close, and she had carved into her. She said, Texas, all things Texas." He bangs on the table again. "What the fuck does that have to do with anything, Texas?" And he dressed to like settle himself back down. He says, "She, one of her eyes were out. And, I went to go cut her down, and spider. She just crawled out, just crawled out of her mouth when I was taking her down. And I laid her down and I buried her at the farm. I buried her. I've been looking for whoever fucking rat done this. And now he's here, so close.
Put my hand on Lester's shoulder and be like, if he's here, if this is the same, we'll get there. We'll find it. But we've done this. We've seen the weird happen here. So one step at a time, all right? We're going to need you at your best. If you're going to kill him.
All right. Okay. You're right. I mean, I don't even know who it is. I mean, how do you kill somebody you don't know? You don't know. We got to catch him. We got to catch him in the act. How do we do that?
Well, last man was strung up for cattle for horse thieving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I say we go find us a horse then.
The deputy is definitely not going to be happy with us.
Well, is it stealing if we don't if we're not really stealing? Does that count?
Stealing.
Or maybe we find somebody that's already a horse thief.
Hang out with them for a little while till things come to an end.
Was there anybody in that jail?
I don't know. They didn't let us in the jail, but I mean, I did see a couple of notices on the board.
Didn't you two say that there was some rustlers or something outside of town?
Nathan did let us know about some
those are poachers.
Buffalo rustlers.
Poachers.
Yeah.
Some poachers up there.
Poachers are different than rustlers, although poaching is... Well, we don't need to get into the politics of that. Poaching is probably fine because they're doing it from Native Americans. I don't think anyone in Dodge City gives a fuck. Let's be real. But that's the shitty part about it. So illegal, probably not, because they don't own the territory they're poaching in. So technically not illegal. But I'm sure there are cattle rustlers because there's a fuck ton of cattle. Probably wouldn't be hard to find one. Or maybe the associates of this guy.
Yeah.
They're technically probably also rustlers. Right?
I mean, we can. You know what? We could probably go. I mean, we can go back and ask the editor or some people you've ran into may know who Bud Simmons was palling around with.
Nathan probably.
I wonder if Nathan might know where they hang out.
Yeah. Nathan will know.
Yeah. How we doing on? I'm just checking in on everybody. So,
well, it's 1 o'clock. We should probably
I'm
call it.
I feel like Jesse's time. I feel like this is a good place to break. I don't feel like we need to jump into Nathan this time, but we can.
Yeah.
But we can certainly lead off with Nathan next time.
And the episode was kicking the chair he's sleeping on, throwing
Yeah. Oh no, perfect.
He's still asleep in the bar from the night before.
All right, get
Hey,
a bucket
come here.
of water.
Earn your $1 this week.
That's right.
All right, cool.
I was listening the whole time.
Christ.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for checking it out. While we were recording, we actually made a sale. I got an email. So if you were watching and ordered, cool. If you weren't watching and somehow found out randomly, also cool. Tell somebody else too, I guess. We have our Patreon up if you want to throw a couple of bucks our way. ratings, reviews on iTunes, whatever your podcatcher of choice is. Super helpful. Jim, you've got a podcast as well.
Oh yeah, the Dapper Meeple, me and my brother talking board games, TTRPGs, stuff like that. We are on Spotify. We actually are on YouTube now as well as a audio, so you can find us there. And if you happen to be in the Virginia Norfolk area, we have a table. We got accepted in to do a display at the Tidewater Comic Con. So
Nice.
you can come see us in person.
Sweet.
Right.
And now you have pins with your name on them.
Oh yeah. People will remember this time. We'll be good.
Smart.
Nice. Neil, you've also got another at least one more podcast.
Yeah, only one currently. Is Love Blind on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever podcasts or whatever. We talk about Love is Blind, and season 8 just wrapped. Our reunion is up. Episode is up. Or episodes. So this season is wrapped, and then I think we're going to start doing some dating advice questions based on Reddit r/dating. And see if we can add some additional bonus content. So tune in for that, and we're going to do live ones, I think, in case you have burning relationship questions that you want two people that are wildly unqualified to answer. Anyway, Is Love Blind podcast. Yeah, check it out on Instagram. It's Is Love Blind podcast. If you want to check out our Instagram feed, I'm actually starting to put audiograms of clips from our show, so you can get a little hint of the dumb crap we talk about. That's it.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. Thanks for checking it out. Buy a t-shirt, and we'll catch you next time.
Oh, am I narrating out?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should narrate out. Yeah. Skip the whole thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I got to think of what I'm going to say real quick.
Lester's a pussy.
How do you sum this up?
Yeah. Well, I got it. I think I got it. Okay.
Our intrepid posse made their way to Dodge City, full of hopes and dreams, only to be met with the rank and disgusting. That's not good. We gotta cut that. Can I cut that? That's not good. That ain't good. All right, here we go. I'll give you a quiet break. And so our intrepid adventurers find their way to Dodge City, not quite as rainbows and unicorns as they thought, including a face-off with, I guess, Jacob himself. Find out next time just how they arose to settle Dodge City's problems. Chillin'.
Nice. We out.
Good enough.
Nice.
Later.